right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safeway Liquid Beer for the podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
2-1. It is all over. The Edmonton Oilers have won the Stanley Cup.
For the win. Draisaitl centers. McDavid tips it home. Game over.
Curry gets it ahead to Gretzky. Gretzky going in. Suter trying to get back. Gretzky with his nice.
It's the 6 o'clock and check-in. Come on, let's go.
And he scores. Leon Draisaitl.
It's the AM Nasty Big Hello.
And there it is. Zach Hyman.
It's the Cool Band Red Hot Nielson Show. Let's go.
The Oilers pouring it on. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Smith from behind the net. A wraparound. Horton scores. Edmonton wins.
Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Vacay on the fly.
And those Macramalla intros are cutting like a knife.
That is an absolutely pitifully bad call.
Hey, it's Mitch texting in. He's your dealer for life.
It is Marshall scores.
Let's crack a 6 o'clock and lager with some sirloin bites.
McDavid. Beautiful move. In on it. What can you say?
Gretzky to Curry. Score.
Here they come, the Oilers. It's dropped back for Bookberger. Shoots, scores! Bookberger! The Oilers win it!
The Oilers have won the Stanley Cup.
Ferdinand Salas is my gaga.
Para bailar la bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia para mi batía. Arriba y arriba, ay arriba y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Everybody now. Ba la bamba, ba la bamba.
He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. Get on your feet, he can't be beat. He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. Oh, what a treat. Get out your seat. The haters went silent, they've got nothing to say. Real fans are on their feet, applauding his play. He's locking it down between the pipes. He's just shutting the door every night. Other teams, they don't know what to do. So say it with me, his name is Stu. He's your winner, Stuart Skinner. He's not like Luster, we love his duster. He's your winner, Stuart Skinner. Other teams, they don't know what to do. So say it with me, his name is Stu. He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. He's not like Luster, we love his duster. He's a... Try, try, try. Try, 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 try. Try, 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 try. Leon scored a goal tonight. Watching him play is quite a sight. You know this song is tight. Oilers fans, come on. You loved him endlessly since he was drafted number 3. He's a center with a size that was born in Cologne. Try to stop him, you can't do much more, that ain't no lie. You just wanna see him shoot and score. It was try. Gonna make a fool out of you, probably score a goal and assist on 2. You can't stop him, and that ain't no lie, cause it's try. Don't even try to play him rough. Leon is a German, so you know he's tough. His hands are crazy, and Aikens loves his eyes. Yeah, it's try. Gonna make a fool out of you.
Very impressive. Taking a few years to put all this together.
It's not a one-year quest because it's so hard to get your hands on. At this stage of my life, I don't invest in green bananas. It's a lifetime quest. Just not sure if I'm going to be around long enough to see them ripen to be yellow. You can't party enough when you win that thing. It's a party machine. Party machine. That's why it's the Stanley Cup. It's hard. It's hard.
Baby!
we're a dangerous team when we're rolling, and we're healthy, and we are healthy.
Cup is on the line, baby, come and get it done. 16 wins, yeah, they're going on a run. Looking to advance, going deep in the dance. Hop on the bandwagon, let's hear the fans. The fans.
Special place to play, honestly. So much history, these fans. It's great to hear their sport.
Wrestling in the dazzling every single night. Clubs coming up, baby, gonna be a fight. 6 games, 5 games, how about a sweep? Ticket prices, yeah, they're gonna be steep, yeah. Yeah! Come on! It's the playoffs! Crank it up! It's the playoffs! Take the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Ooh, gotta get the cup! Let's go win the Stanley! Come on, lift it up! Let's go win the Stanley! Waited long enough, it's time, no more wait for the oil, it's the fate, yeah. Hey! Hey! Listen, first gear, second gear, third gear, go. McDavid 97, he's a one-man show. Draisaitl, Iverson, gotta love the Nuge. Bush, Skinner, and Picks need to be huge. Be huge. Be huge. They gotta squeeze a little, squeeze a little, squeeze a little more. Get the bottom 6 to find a way to score. One time, overtime, gotta find a way. Jam-packed Moss Pit going insane. Yeah! Yeah! Cheer a little more. It's the playoffs. Crank it up. It's the playoffs. Take the cup. Let's go win the Stanley. Ooh, gotta get the cup. Let's go win the Stanley. Come on, lift it up. Let's go win the Stanley. Waited long enough.
Oh, 6:14 the morning after Game 4. Hey, YouTube Trev, can I get a win ya? Win ya. Hey, YouTube Trev, can I get a skin ya? Skin ya. Oh, my goodness. Like, hey, Eric, who am I right now? Tyrese Halliburton. No. I'm the Oilers with a stranglehold on that. My hands are the Oilers, and my neck is the Dallas Stars, and there's a stranglehold on them.
You've gone from the driver's seat to the stranglehold now.
That's it. It's driver's seat with the passenger hanging off the door, dragging on the side of the road.
Earlier, before we came on the air, it's not done yet.
Well, you know what? I'm a little worried about Game 5. I don't know what it is.
Some fan you are.
I've been insanely confident about this team the entire time.
Come on.
You know why? You know what I think it is? Because I don't think the world wants to deliver us a Friday gentleman's sweep show.
You're doing the reverse psychology.
Maybe I am going full low tide on this one. Maybe that's what's happening here. I'm just like, I mean, with that being said, I mean, the Stars are getting nothing offensively.
No.
And when they do, I think I saw, and we'll have Noodles today. He can confirm these numbers for us. Jamie McLennan's going to join us. He did say, and I think Noodles gets all his stuff from Sport Logic, 22 high danger scoring chances for the Dallas Stars last night, according to Noodles on TSN last night. So Stuart Skinner doing his job once again. But boy, do we have a show locked and loaded for you today, hey? The Hyman thing we'll definitely discuss. That's a major blow to this team. He'd been absolutely incredible so far. We're 21 likes away from changing 200 already. This is a 1,000-like show loading right now. So hammer the thumbs up. If you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, tell your friends about EST. And when they say, oh, yeah, just don't do the podcast thing. Well, tell them that we're live. And they say, I know, but I only don't want to go for one show. Then you tell them we have 12 straight hours. And then they'll just realize that it's awesome and they should be here with you. So spread the word. What do we say? The word of the mouth.
Word of the mouth
indeed. Is the best way to tell people about Edmonton Sports Talk. The Nielsen Show is brought to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot at South Fort Chev. Playoff games are intense. Buying a vehicle shouldn't be. Buy stress-free at South Fort Chevrolet. You got those killer deals right now on the Silverado 1500s and heavy duties because it is truck month. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. You know who would have loved that dub last night? Little Benny.
That's why
Little Benny would have loved that dub.
It was never in doubt.
There was no way they were losing on his birthday.
Not a chance.
Refused for it to happen. A conch for Benny. It was a great day at Popeyes yesterday. Huge shout out. Basically from the doors open. Steady diet. I would think coming into that Popeyes location 170th, 85% of the people were nasties.
Conch to the staff as well for opening early and your boy there for the manager. Like, everybody there.
It was a great time. It was a great time.
Very nice.
So that was a good time. We're back in the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio this morning. Obviously, you can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. The inbox is bracing right now because it's about to take a pounding this morning.
It's going to get
780-218-9999.
On a Macramalla intro Wednesday.
Oh, my God.
You got it.
The worlds are colliding here.
This is like Stuart Skinner games 1 through 3 for Stuart Skinner games 4 through 6. And that's why, again, you shouldn't. We're in the Stuart Skinner now 4 through 7. There's no way.
Yeah. We're in that zone. I don't know if there's anything in my life I wanted more outside of maybe Tammy saying yes to marrying me.
Oh.
I don't know if there's anything I've wanted more than a Friday morning gentleman sweep show. We've already done one. We've had practice.
Yes.
Now we can make it better. Trev is also going to be a gentleman this time around. Like that would be, could be a legendary show on Friday.
And if the Panthers knock off the Hurricanes tonight,
we'll do one tomorrow too.
Well, the Reed Wilkins show will be doing their own gentleman sweep.
And that is a Reed Wilkins definition, gentleman sweep.
Blue guy called it.
One of your text messages. So Paris Jewelers, flexible payment options, so flexible that you don't pay for 1 year. Shop in stores, West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert Center, or online, of course, at parisjewelers.com. And one of your text messages will win the text of the day and win a gift certificate to A&W, where the Steakhouse Teen Burgers, they're flying off the shelves right now. They're just flying off the shelves. So we've got that going for us as well. Changing 200. Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. 200. Let's keep it rolling. 300. We're locking it down right away. And sub to the channel. I think we're like 15 subs away from hitting that 12.5K. So if you're watching this morning, sub for sure. How about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins? My God,
he's arrived.
After
going missing for stretches of the season, and people, I mean, you saw coming in here on a cold, December morning or whatever it was, times where he was, gone, just not. What does Ryan Nugent-Hopkins exactly do on this team, right? Well, now he's been saving it. Flicking a switch. This team are the switch flickers.
The switch flickers.
This is never say from Stuart Skinner to now Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. They know when to turn it on, and is he ever turning it on right now?
Well, you know what's crazy is that they're going into Game 5 here against Dallas. McDavid's been pretty good in the series. Draisaitl's been pretty good in the series.
Called upon, yeah.
But Nuge and Skinner have been their two best players in the series so far, which is, I guess, when McDavid and Draisaitl are also playing well, but then Nuge and Skinner are your two best players in the series, there's a reason they put themselves in a spot here to finish off the Dallas Stars. And Zach Hyman is a significant blow, and not expecting good news on him today. So fingers crossed. If you have any ideas on how we can assist Zach Hyman in healing, please text them into 780-218-9999.
Maybe just hit me 10 times.
Yeah, whatever.
He had 2 last night before he got hit. I mean,
he had 2 hits in 3 minutes before he got hit, and just a weird one. It almost looked like a game. I wish there was different angles of it.
Yeah,
because it kind of just looks like a glancing blow on his upper shoulder and then his right arm, and straight off. That was
you got into medical Twitter last night, did you know that?
Well, there was a doctor. There was a doctor there last night. I think. I don't know about these online doctors, but what did this one guy say? I think I liked it. I didn't want to retweet it. It says, so this guy says, not a great angle, but concern would be a right shoulder dislocation or subluxation, partial dislocation for Hyman. Sometimes players can even come back from that in the same game when this happens, but obviously not the case today. Hard to put a timeline on it during the playoffs. So that's a doctor from watching the same clip we all watched. I don't know. But not ideal. However, I will say this with this team. I mean, you could bring in Jeff Skinner. I would think Knobloch probably goes 11-7. It's another window to sort of get Ekholm in there if he is in fact ready to go. And they will miss Hyman and his physicality. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're going to miss Zach Hyman. I guess what I'm going to say is I still think it's possible that they can win without Zach Hyman.
Yeah,
because they're all over the Dallas Stars. And Dallas played a good game last night as well. I thought
they needed to, but
in the third period, for the second game in a row, what did I see last night? I was watching the post-game show. Was it 7 combined shots in the last 2 third periods for the Dallas Stars? And I said earlier to Trev today, I think Nugent-Hopkins might have more points in this series than Dallas's entire top 6 combined. It's got to be damn close. Definitely 5-on-5 because they've done nothing 5-on-5.
Johnston and Duchesne are now combined -33.
Yes. What's Johnston at now?
-18.
He's at -18 now.
Like every night.
God.
But you're right. The shots, the goals, I mean, they've outscored them here over the past. You take away game 1, like it's just been total.
Yeah, exactly. You're the Oilers. You're the Oilers choking out the Dallas Stars. Peter is there. No, so 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Let's get to this one. Lingus this morning. Lingus, thank you very much for being here. Tell your friends. It's 56 likes away from changing 300. Let's go. Hammer the thumbs up. Lingus says, last year Bush was tapping out. This year Bush goes sociopath and goes after Rupe Hintz's foot. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Low-key EST big moment that happened. Like, Nuge last night, of all the people on this team, to slash Rupe Hintz, like that was genuinely hilarious to me. It wasn't Evander Kane. It wasn't Corey Perry. It wasn't Darnell Nurse again. It wasn't Brett Kulak. It wasn't that little honey badger Troy Stetcher. Evan Bouchard's the guy who does the old toe tap on Rupe Hintz. And then later, Jamie Benn pops him behind the net. His head goes in the glass, turns around and like spears Jamie Benn up by the shoulder. Bush has there's no boundaries. Like, he's become a man. Like, Bush is fully engaged in the physicality of the playoffs right now. What's next? He catches Rantanen with his head down at the blue line and blows him up?
20 million.
God.
Tony, where are you?
So here's what happened last night. Well, let's lay out the show for you. Then we'll get into like, keep the text coming in here.
That's why saying all these things. I don't know why you're so sheepish on a game 5.
I don't know.
And I know what you're saying.
My gut has been pretty good on this team. This playoff. I don't know. I think I just really want the gentleman's sweep show so badly. I'm like, there's no way
too greedy,
that these planets will align for us. Anyway, we'll get to your morning announcements coming up. The morning after show is on the way. The Fan Zone for fansfirst.ca. Hopefully, some of you saved hundreds of dollars on tickets going to the game last night. So the third hours, we had to move some things around. Third hours jammed. Jamie McLennan, Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. Wyshynski at 7:30. Macramalla at 7:45. 3 guests.
Call that the business hour.
In hour number 2.
That's a business hour. That's all
business.
Straight business.
This is the mullet show. We've got business in the front and then party in the back, but also a little party in the front.
A little business in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had 2 mullets, one on the front, one on the back, and then like a nice...
It's really done nicely. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. Free advice for Damon Bunting. That's a good for the Italian Center. We'll come back around to Nudes then. We also have a VIP table for the Stingers game. So we're going to give away a VIP table for the Stingers game. And if we don't, Matty will kill us today. We're supposed to do this on Monday. And then on Monday, he goes, did you give away the Stingers VIP table? I said, damn it, we forgot. And then we're supposed to do it yesterday.
He rolled into Popeyes yesterday.
Oh, man.
We were on a festive, we were joking around.
We're having a great time.
He said a few things.
Yeah.
And he didn't lead with that either.
He said 3 things.
With something else.
3 things.
It was the lighting. Oh, the lighting. You want to get to that too?
No, he goes, 3 things. Why is the tripod here? I was just like, well, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, and then we made fun of him.
Yeah, he goes, well,
come on, man.
It's a bigger one. It could just be on the ground. I said, yeah, I like it on the desk. He goes, okay. Number 2. Did you give away the Stingers VIP table? And I slammed the desk. I was like, oh, no, I forgot.
My heart dropped.
And he's like, that's a big one. Okay, can't have that happen again. I said, okay, man, we'll get it done today.
But then the sun yesterday, too. You heard it.
And then, no, I didn't hear. So what happened?
That was just a setting.
No, wait, that was not a setting on the camera. No,
that's what he said.
No. Look, man, I'm not an idiot. I know camera settings. How can he? He's like, no. That's there's no camera setting in the world that would have stopped the sun shining directly into our eyes at 6:30 for half an hour. None at all whatsoever. I'm sorry.
I look forward to you confronting him on this.
It's tough to roll in at 9 o'clock when the sun's in a completely different spot
Sure.
and say, I fixed the camera. Come on, man. There's no way. Anyway, Lieutenant Eric's weekly rankings of power is still to come. If you want a VIP table to the Stingers game, be listening at 8:30. This game is tonight. We will send you to a VIP table, courtesy Play Alberta. This is another great thing about our partnership with Play Alberta. They got tickets to everything.
They're just giving
And they're just giving them, and we're just giving them to you. So this VIP table tonight, courtesy Play Alberta. If you want that, be listening around 8:30. And if we get carried away with something else at 8:30, please text in and remind us to give away that VIP table. And you can listen to that Stingers game tonight right here on Edmonton Sports
Maybe
Talk
you get
as well.
the VIP table if you just simply remind us.
Yeah. Remind us at 8:30, and congratulations, you've got a VIP table.
Simple as that.
The wrap for William Huff also on the way as well. Let's get in your morning announcements for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. You can McCord every single morning. Jess Jackson on the way home. All right, so remember I had this baseball dilemma yesterday. I had a baseball practice last night for Marshall.
Yes.
And the coach, mad respect to Coach Sheldon, the manager, the head manager. I'm a co-manager. I guess I'm an assistant manager. The manager does message the group. He goes, unfortunately, our games this week, or our practices and games this week have been scheduled at the same time as Oilers games. He goes, I will be there tonight. I think you could tell he was begging for people to just be like, don't worry about practice.
Long pause.
Yeah. He says, I will be there tonight for those who want to come and get in some practice. And then, some people started to reply and they're like, I get home and I'll talk to Tam. I said, what do you think about practice tonight? She goes, well, Marshall read the message from the coach. And he goes, Marshall says to me, I guess Marshall said to Tam yesterday, he goes, mark me down as going. Like he loves baseball practice.
Good.
So I messaged Sheldon, our head coach, and I said, hey man, what do you think about suggesting that instead of practicing from 6:30 to 7:45, we just do a tight 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock practice? So we threw that out there. Mm-hmm. Well attended. 12 of our 13 kids were there.
Beautiful night.
Great night. By the time I got into the truck after practice, Draisaitl already scored. They were up 1-0. Got home for the second and third. It was perfect. And then rewatched the first, obviously, after the kids were in bed. So managed to get away with it. Thursday's a different story. Thursday's got hockey at 4:30, and he's got baseball at 6:30. So we're probably screwed Thursday. But anyway, managed to get by it last night. Trev, how are you feeling this morning, my man? You must be. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're probably getting hurt by the Hyman news a little bit, but still feeling pretty good.
Oh, 1 win away, boys. 1 win away.
1 win away from going back.
The team I cheered for my entire life is heading back to the Stanley Cup Final.
Unbelievable.
Have you ever seen a guy this emotional right here?
Yeah, that was a big one last night. And what made it so big and special actually is the stepdad, good old Frank. He kind of was the one that got me into being an Oilers fan because down south it's all Calgary, and then my mom met this guy, Frank. And grade 1, he was like, I remember asking him, why are you why are you an Oilers fan? You should cheer for the Flames.
No, it was him who did it.
And he was like, no, you should cheer. And then that happened to be the year that the Oilers went for a run. And so I remember him just cheering, and I'm like, wow, look at the atmosphere in here. Wow. This is awesome. It's a beautiful story. And if it wasn't for Frank, I'd probably be a Flames fan, which, gross. So this is awesome.
So your stepdad, Frank.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, credit to Frank. So, but yeah, I mean, it actually changed my whole life. Because I moved here, I just became so invested into the Oilers. So yeah, I was able to watch the game last night with him, which was awesome. We had a few brewskis.
Oh.
And it was great. And just being able to it just brought me back home, man. And it was awesome. Just a great game. So much to like about it. I loved it. Oh, I loved every second of it. I was just buzzing. Oh, I really was. But at the end of the day, I was really, I woke up this morning. I dreamt of the Zach Hyman incident. I woke up.
Oh no!
I woke up and the first thing I was thinking. So yes, I love it. 1 win away. It's amazing. I am so happy. But I still keep on going back to that. I have confidence in this team, though. I mean, they are deeper than last year. Whether it's Brown or they throw in Jeff Skinner, either or. That's what
It'd be
good
nice
teams.
to get Connor Brown back in a Hyman spot.
Yeah,
if you can get
that'll be big.
Brown back.
Yep, next man up, right? So that's good, and that's what the Oilers have this year as opposed to last year.
I'm not throwing shade here at Skinner at all, Jeff Skinner, but yeah, let's say they finish off Dallas in 5 and the Stanley Cup Finals and start to like late next week. I mean, maybe Connor Brown is able to come back, and then you've got Connor Brown still in there on the right side, which I think would be pretty significant.
Looked good.
Plus Corey Perry, whenever you need him to sort of elevate. I do love Corey Perry doubling down in his postgame last night on, I was just trying to go for a line change and kind of got his, I mean, come on, man.
He's a worm.
I love a guy who's that committed to the bit, who's just, he was interfering with him.
He's a wily vet.
And even last night, straight-faced, I was going for a line change and he kind of skated in my path and I was like, yes.
He's a man. He's 40.
That's why I wrote a song for him. We got a Corey Perry song coming up today. Hadn't had one for him yet. Sat down with the old AI machine last night. Took about 20 attempts. But
and you're
found one that I like.
all 20 of them.
No,
right?
but I found one that I like. That requires a sensor beep. Because I wrote the F word into the song.
Do you have to do it live, or you got to be?
No,
on the
I edited it in last night. I didn't want to risk it.
Tommy on the post game.
So yeah, with the beep. How about Tommy on post game last night? You see what he was wearing yesterday? People in the chat were all over him for looking like he was a made man. Like Tommy last night said to somebody for sure from the ice house all the way over, he said, "Capiche?"
Did he borrow your hat from the last gentleman's sweep?
Well, I mean, Tommy dresses like a gentleman's sweep show just for a pre and post game. It's incredible. But Tommy last night had like the blue tie on the dark blue shirt. He looked like he was a Don. It was a Don Gozzola. He looked like he grabbed the back of somebody's neck and leaned in and kissed his cheek and said,
kissing.
"Capiche?"
Yeah.
Right, Trav? We see him now. It's funny. All right, we got your morning after show on the way. We got the Corey Perry song on the way. We got the Fan Zone for fansfirst.ca coming up as well. We're 9 likes away from changing 300. So hammer the thumbs up for us over there and sub to the channel if you haven't already. By the end of the show today, we should be at 12.5K on the sub meter. Jamie McLennan, Greg Washinski, Eric Macramalla, all on the way in hour number 2. And keep pounding that Paris Jewelers inbox. One of your text messages. And let's see if we can come up with some sort of creative way to heal Zach Hyman. What do you got? Send them in. Put a space heater next to him.
Congratulations, you're going A&W.
Yeah, I won. Steakhouse Team Burgers for everybody. All right, let's get the sports update right now with Lieutenant Eric.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins extending his career best playoff point streak to 4 games with 9 points. Also his 3rd straight multi-point game as the Oilers would take it 4-1 over the Dallas Stars. Take a 3-1 series lead back to Dallas. Game 5 goes tomorrow. The Oilers have outscored the Stars 13-1 over the last 3 straight victories. Zach Hyman, though, would leave the game in the first with an upper body injury and not return. An update on his status is expected later today. Stuart Skinner, 28 saves in the win. He now has 86 saves on 88 shots faced over his last 3 starts. The Medicine Hat Tigers advance into the Memorial Cup Finals as they defeat the London Knights 3-1. The final will go Sunday from Rimouski. Tyrese Halliburton had a 32-point triple-double. Pacers knock off the Knicks 130-121 to take a 3-1 series lead. Later tonight from OKC, it'll be the Thunder hosting the Timberwolves, leading that series 3-1, tip-off 6:30. Close at home, the Stingers are back home. They'll host the winless Brampton Honey Badgers tonight from the Expo Center. It's a game you can catch live on here on EST. Our coverage will begin at 7 o'clock. And the Rangers shutting out the Blue Jays 2-0 down in Texas. Rubber match of that series goes later tonight at 6:05. Up next, a deeper dive into the Oilers' Game 4 win over the Stars with your morning after show as the party machine continues here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Hey.
When you need a vet to be a threat, you can bet he'll fill the net. He's very Corey Perry, he can score, he's scary. Corey Perry, he's a prick, but you know he does the trick. He's won the heart, he's won the cup, he just keeps going, won't give up. He'll knock you down, the fans will shout, you around, you will find out. It's Harry Corey does the trick when you need a vet to be a threat. You can bet he'll fill the nets. Is he Harry Corey Perry? He can score, he's scary. Corey Perry, he's a prick, but you know he does the trick.
All right, there you go, Corey Perry. He's a prick, but you know he does the trick.
That's a 6 o'clock or something I've ever heard.
That's Jay's old band.
Not safe for work.
What was Jay's old band? What was their name? Brody. Brody. Yeah, Brody. Bodie's gauge your son's name. All right, 780-218-9999. Hammer the thumbs up if you're watching over on YouTube today. Jack from Pro-Am text me said, I just heard you say that 12 of the 13 kids and parents showed up for that practice. Arrow up for that squad. All right, that's a nice commitment to House League U11.
It sure is.
U11 baseball. Also, this is terrific. He also says, thanks to all the nasties that showed out yesterday. We were busy all day. Ken said they didn't have to announce themselves as nasties because they all came in smelling like they just came from down the trail at Popeyes. The EST double-double.
Maybe that's the nasty scent when you make that cologne. Hey, you bottle up that cologne. That'll be it.
That's
fried chicken. We saw a couple Fanatics hats yesterday at Popeyes. There's been a few texts
people
in
were
as well,
coming in after going to Pro-Am as well. But you guys crushed that Pro-Am hat deal. So congratulations on all your beneficial success on getting hats at great prices. That's terrific. Mr. L says, I just came for the Stuart Skinner winner. You know what? I'll give the 80s workout one before we get more after show.
He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. Get on your feet, he can't be beat. He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. Oh, what a treat. Get out your seat. The haters went silent, they've got nothing to say. Real fans are on their feet applauding his play. He's locking it down between the pipes. He's just shutting the door every night. Other teams, they don't know what to do, so say it with me, his name is Stu. He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. Other teams, they don't know what to do, so say it with me, his name is Stu. He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. Who's a winner?
Oh, Stuart Skinner. He's a winner. Also, since returning, getting the net back, he has the best goal save above expected in the league.
It's his net now, I'd say, hey?
Well, we'll see.
A little Pickard back as well. I mean, they got options. You got options, eh?
As we've said all year, best goaltending depth in the league.
Yeah. And Rip City step in the nasty hat. Schwartz.
Friday night.
Where are the haters now?
Friday night, that was the chant at Hudson's. Anytime Skinner made a save, the nasties were like, Schwartz.
Sure. He's the whisperer.
It's getting to your morning after show. Edmonton Oilers commanding 3-1 series lead. If you're watching over on YouTube today, let's can we change 500 by 7 o'clock? I think we probably can. We're only 155 away. So hammer that thumbs up for us. Let's get into it. Morning after show. Here we go.
There's something happening here. The Oilers look a lot better this year. Another win, put 2 points on the board. Telling me your faith is restored. I think it's time you stop, listen, here we go. Wake up with the morning after show. This year's team's looking strong. Connor and Leon, they can't do no wrong. 6 o'clockers are losing their minds. Getting so many messages on the text line. Think it's time you stop, listen, here we go. Wake up with the morning after show.
Edmonton Oilers 4, Dallas Stars just 1. Leon Draisaitl's 7th of the postseason on the power play on a slick little pass back from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Slaps it home. Oilers go up 1-0 in a period that they were outshot 16-10 in. Jason Robertson on a power play up top cheese, his second of the series, ties the game at 1. Corey Perry on the power play. Just over 2 minutes later.
Ushering it in, hey?
He didn't even really do like Nuge shot it in off his stick.
Yeah, it's good.
Nugent-Hopkins with his second primary assist. I thought I saw last night on Sportsnet, I think after the game. Have all of Nugent-Hopkins' assists in this series been primary assists? I think they've all been primaries, which is even more impressive. Corey Perry's 6th of the postseason from Nuge and McDavid. Kasperi Kapanen, the empty netter from Kulak and Draisaitl. And then Henrique from McDavid and Wallman. And we cashed Dusty's play of the day yesterday, which was Connor McDavid over 1.5 points. He gets the assist with 50 seconds left to cash it. I had a few people message me on Twitter last night saying, Dusty, I used my $50 free bet with Play Alberta on that Connor McDavid second assist. So congratulations if you're riding with us there. Of course, Play Alberta is the title sponsor of Edmonton Sports Talk. Download the app today. 4-1, your final. What was the biggest moment that happened in this hockey game?
Well, much like this program today, party in the front and party in the back, coming out of that first period where we knew Dallas needed something, right? 16-10 were the shots, but coming out of that leading 1-0, I think was a huge psychological
big time
boon
again.
and boost
Yep.
again. And then you mentioned the shot total in the third. I mean, when Dallas need the game and you know they're down by 1. I mean, the game's still in the balance here. The Kasperi, what's happening, capping it off there with the empty netter. I think the first period and then the closing down from the third period for the Oilers were, for me, the big moments in keeping the Stars at bay last night. So, I mean, on a negative side, another big moment is Zach Hyman leaving with that injury. I mean, that is a huge moment. Scoreline,
overall,
scoreline, and for purposes of the series aside, but that bit of a negative there. But I would say again, coming out strong in the first, exiting the first, already being outshot, but leading 1-0, and then allowing just, you said, 7 combined shots for the Stars in the final 2 frames here.
No, in the final 2 third periods,
right?
Of
But
the
that's
series. Yeah.
It's 4 last night, 3 the other night. So 13-3 the shots in the third. So a good start and a great finish last night by the Oilers. To me, were the big moments that happened last night.
Tommy Rubella is in and says, boys, I know how to heal Hyman to full health by tomorrow. I need a virgin, a volcano, 32 dinosaur bones. One needs to be a triceratops femur, a rabbi, and a priest.
I think we can.
This is good. I know how to heal Hyman, blank.
Big Rig Butcher says, get those mating dolphin sounds pumping. Is that the old Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers used to listen to dolphins
on
screwing
ayahuasca.
To heal himself. That was on his Achilles, wasn't it? Anyway, that's pretty good. I know how to heal Hyman. Blank. Fill it in. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. You know what I think the biggest moment here was the Corey Perry power play goal right after Robertson had got his. You know, Dallas once again playing a pretty good game. Perry takes a silly interference penalty, and then the Stars just go back and do it themselves as well. Put the Oilers right back on the power play. And for Corey Perry, the guy who was in the box when Robertson scores, to be the guy who Nuge sees a blade and hammers it in off of it. Right spot, right time, front of the net, Corey Perry. Just a big goal to regain the lead and sort of take the Dallas Stars. Oh, you have some momentum? Kick them in the balls.
Like the McDavid goal from Game 3.
Yes.
I mean,
exactly.
Whenever they find an answer or drum something up, boom, back on the mat.
All right, super stat of the night, buddy. What jumps off the page the most for you here? 966 966 966 966 966.
Also, you mentioned the power play 2 of 3, holding the Stars 1 of 4 with the man advantage last night, so that's good. They out-hit them by half, 2-1 on that margin as well. So, I mean, even with Hyman out, 2 hits through 3 minutes of play. I mean, you got 6 for Frederick, 7 for Kasperi Kapanen last night, 8 for Podkolzin. So, guys were picking up the hit parade with the exit of Zach Hyman. Good to see.
You know, we talked about it going into the series because Winnipeg St. Louis was an extremely physical series. Thought the Oilers were very physical against the Golden Knights. And we talked about, do the Oilers need to play crazy physical against Dallas to win? And, there wasn't really a bunch of people who are like, that's what they have to do. But I think that is playing a pretty significant role in this series. I mean, it's not a great backhand anyway.
Yeah.
And the Oilers are just finishing check after check after check after check.
And getting ramped up to possibly take on the Panthers in the final, right? I mean, I don't think they needed to be physical in this series, but certainly being physical has assisted them greatly in taking care of business. Maybe it's a longer series if they're not as physical, right? Maybe it's more of a back and forth or something along those lines. But it's just, I mean, the hits are outstanding. Never seen anything like it. And 2 through 3 minutes of play. I mean, he was on pace for... He'll probably get 2 hits next game and not even play.
Well, we were joking about it yesterday. He needed 19 hits to break the all-time record.
Yeah.
He might have got that last night if he stayed healthy. He just came out flying. All right, your 3 stars from last night's hockey game. First star, the one and only Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Second star, Stuart Skinner. Third star, Corey Perry. Who's the 4-star of the game last night?
It's a tough one last night for me. I think you went a multitude of directions. McDavid had 2 assists. I mean, you can always look at the captain there. I'm going to go, though, with Kasperi Kapanen. And getting that winner, I know it was an empty net, whatever, but 7 hits. I think since the change as well, since he's been brought in, I mean, he's one of those guys, right? He's got the hair going. He's got a bit of a there's something to it. There's a bit of magic to it.
He looks greasy.
A little bit of
as
magic
hell.
dust. Yeah. So you're liking it. And again, one of these things that maybe a characteristic or two you haven't seen from this player during the regular season. You've made the switch, eh?
Well, I made the switch. I'm trying to. I know there's still some smoothie in there, and I can't get it out.
She's like, take the wrong water bottle this morning, or what?
Yeah, no. Tans are making me these smoothies, but
well, add a little water in there, and
this is gonna be gross, but
the viscosity down. It's a good thing we got Mr. Green on later at 7:05.
Well, I got yelled at the other day because I came home and there was still like this much smoothie in the bounce. She's like, "You're wasting my good protein smoothie powder." And I didn't even know she put powder in it. I thought it was just strawberries and bananas.
That's why you've been feeling so.
That's why I was just flying high.
Remember that one day?
Remember that one day? Well, no, that was the day I had that green drink.
Yeah,
juice,
yeah.
though, so she hasn't been able to make me the
get on the green
drink lately. I haven't been able to do that.
Tomorrow, can we get you on the green? Come on.
It can't be Friday because we can't take down a couple bottles of wine while I'm on green drink for Gentleman's Show Friday if that ends up happening.
Yeah, Captain 4-star.
38 star of the game. I look, pick somebody on the Dallas Stars forward group. Duchesne, Rantanen, -2, no points again. Just 2 shots for Rantanen, 1 point for Duchesne. But what do I always say? If I see zeros across the board, you're going to get targeted here. And Wyatt Johnston, -1, no shots, no hits, nothing.
Unbelievable. 18 minutes, 23 seconds
18 minutes. Guys, we're talking no giveaways, no takeaways, no blocked shots, zeros across the board, except for that one category where it says -1. So Wyatt Johnston continues to be the 38th star of the hockey game.
Mikko Rantanen as well, pointless, -2, led the forward group in ice time as well.
Expectations are higher for Rantanen for sure.
Yeah. So,
but that's why I mentioned. But why Johnson? Nothing. No takeaways. No giveaways. No hits. No shots. No nothing.
Not even a giveaway.
It's like he wasn't even there.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
All right, 3 likes away from changing 400. There's over 600 of you watching right now. Even significantly more listening over and tuning in our iHeart. So slide on over, hammer that thumbs up for us. We got Jamie McClennon on the way. Trev, what do we have for postgame? Did the boys leave anything behind? Last night?
They've got Skinner Post, Knobloch, and Corey Perry.
Let's go Corey Perry.
Yeah.
Let's hear what the wily vet. The word. You know what? You load that up. I'm going to hit this Corey Perry song again when you load that up. It's intense.
It shreds.
Like Corey Perry,
it shreds,
right?
Yeah.
When you need a vet to be a threat, you can bet he'll fill the net. It's Perry, Corey Perry. He can score, he's scary. Corey Perry, he's a prick, but he does the trick. He's won the heart, he's won the cup. He just keeps going, won't give up. He'll shout. You around, you will find out. It's Harry, Corey, Perry.
Changing 100. Changing 100.
Corey Perry, he's a brick, but you know he does the trick.
Oh, there we go. Here's Corey Perry after the game last night.
I mean, he made some tremendous saves, and when you give up almost 20 shots in a period, you're not on your game. But we found a way to come out up one and never look back.
Is there a way for you to put into perspective the value of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins' overall game and what he's giving you here, big picture?
Yeah, I mean, he's done everything that you can ask. He's put in the work, and he's getting rewarded, and everything he's touching is making good plays, and he plays on both sides of the puck. He works as hard as anybody on the ice, and I mean, what he's doing out there, it just helps us out a lot.
Corey, how would you kind of sum up how you guys as a forward group were able to carry on the 50 minutes without Zach Hyman playing with 11 goals?
Yeah, you got to be aware who's on the bench or who's up on the bench, and it's you kind of get into the game, and you're focused on your next shift, and you never know if you're going to be up with somebody else. But I thought we did a good job. Obviously he's a big hole to fill, but nobody's going to do that overnight. It takes a team effort, and I mean, I thought we did a good job of that.
What does he mean to this group, Zach?
Well, I mean, he means everything. I mean, he's a workhorse. He's a dog in the bone on the puck, and he's when he's forechecking and hitting and finishing like he did last game. I mean, that's Zach Hyman.
You were sitting on the penalty box when Jason Robertson got the goal. How big of a relief it was for you to get one a few minutes later?
Yeah. That's if it's interference, whatever. I was trying to get to the bench, and it probably looked like a pick, but it's not. I was just trying to get to the bench, and he cut into me. I mean, it happens a lot, but we found a way after to put one over the line, and the power play came through tonight.
Back to Nugent-Hopkins, your goal. Just you knew he was going to get you the puck somehow when you got that position.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot. And moving the puck crisp and making good plays, and the power play will open up. And he made a good play. It's a 2-on-1 low, and he just put it on my stick at the net to shoot at.
There you go. That is Corey Perry after the game last night, third star of the game with a goal and an assist. That'll lead us right into the fan zone today. Your chance to chime in. Let's go. We got about 6-7 minutes. Jamie McClennon is going to join us just after 7 o'clock. Wyshynski and Macramalla on the way in hour number 2 today as well. If you're looking for the most affordable way to get into 2 Oilers games, simple enough. You're saving possibly hundreds of dollars per ticket at Fans First. By fans, for fans, no fees at fansfirst.ca.
Derek with the Y has a Fans First testimonial in here.
Good, give it to me.
Major shout out to Fans First. Some buddies and I decided to get last minute tickets in the fan park Sunday. Friend bought tickets on StubHub, and they took an hour to transfer over. Ended up missing the whole first because of it. I went on Fans First, ended up getting tickets that were $60 cheaper and were in my account within minutes. Caught both the second and third. Major props to Fans First. Glad you guys are partnered with them. That's Derek with a Y.
That's good. These are the stories that we like to hear.
Straight from the streets. I love it.
This is why it works, man. Advertising with EST gets the job done.
Vance Van Vandervan has a way to cure Hyman of his ails. Hey, a Tammy smoothie.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Maybe ship him over it.
Got to finish it all. You're getting in trouble. Dr. J texted and says, trying to get to the bench. Perry was trying to get to the bench just like Bouchard was trying to secure Rupe Hintz' shin pad.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I thought I was so impressed with Perry just straight up. I was just trying to go to the bench.
Plays the game.
Corey Perry's like, I'm just going to start swinging my arms like this.
Yeah, if he gets in the
and
way.
if you happen to get in front of me.
One hell of a poker player, Corey Perry.
Hey, that poker face?
Yeah.
My goodness. That was good. All right, 780-218-9999. Does this thing get finished in 5? What say you? 780-218-9999. And, I mean, the other conversation that we can start right now, because it's a major one, and we will continue up until puck drop tomorrow. Chris Knobloch did say there would be an update on Zach Hyman today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was one of those situations, though, where he doesn't know the answer. I just don't think he wanted to talk about it last night. It's not like when they're legitimately waiting for more news. It was like, I will tell you what's up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So probably expecting some disappointing news on Zach Hyman.
Expect the worst, hope for the best.
Well, I'd be pretty stunned if Knobloch just doesn't give it the old classic day-to-day anyway.
Yeah.
But then he has to answer questions about him every single day. He could just say week to week or whatever. We'll wait and see what he says. But how do you fill that spot? You're not going to replace Zach Hyman. There's not another. They have good depth
by committee. Hey?
In fact, you know what? I liked Arvidsson's game last night.
Sure,
Arvidsson was a bit of a dog on a bone as well.
He had the construction helmet.
Yeah, I saw he had
that
that
just
on.
Sitting precariously on top of it. Like he didn't wear it.
I don't know if he's got a huge head or what. But I didn't mind his game. So this team has depth. If Connor Brown is healthy and he can slot in, even let's say by the Cup Final, which you would have to hope maybe could be the case for Connor Brown. But, there's some casualties along the way in this Dallas Stars series. And what do you think happens? Does Knobloch go to Skinner? Or just 11-7. It's 11-7, right?
Well, it is. But you mentioned though Hyman. I mean, it's by committee could fill in there. Connor Brown, we'll see on that concussion. But say if you drop that, now you're running into a numbers game where you could you're not going to go to keep Jeff Skinner out of the lineup. You're not going 9 and
no. It's almost
I don't know how Knobloch can kind of resist that temptation.
But you know what? It's there's that GIF where you're staring at something. I think it's from one of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie where you have all the Guardians and then Thor's face slides in. I could see Jeff Skinner being one of the things in the back, and then Max Jones's face slides in.
Oh, I love it.
Because he hit something along that would really be a kick in the balls to Skinner. But I do think they will go 11-7 before putting Jeff Skinner in the lineup. Yeah. It gives them another window to okay, well, let's go 11-7 and let's see what Ekholm has and see if Stetcher can continue to play. They don't give up anything defensively right now anyway.
Exactly.
So they might as well be even better at it.
Yeah. And you ease Ekholm in. I think the forward group now are playing, top to bottom lights out. I think you test it by committee first and see. But I find the Jeff Skinner question, kind of a bit funny. He's not gonna. But could you imagine? I mean, he started with the first. It was the first game.
He played the first game because there was no Kane and there was no Frederick.
Imagine a Cup Final where he's
a full circle. They're holding him up like Simba, circle of life.
I mean,
McDavid and Draisaitl have Jeff Skinner above their heads like this. You can do that pretty well, Ken. 29 likes away from changing 500 here in the 6 o'clock hour. A conch for everybody who's riding with us early. Easy E says, I get going 11-7, but boy, what a slap in the face to Skinner. And I like Jeff Skinner. I pushed hard for Jeff Skinner to get more opportunity in the regular season. But you're bringing Matthias Ekholm back in.
Yeah.
And Stetcher's been playing pretty well. I think he probably deserves to stay in. So we can view it as a slap in the face to Skinner, but I hope he views it as you're possibly getting a guy who, when healthy, might be your best defenseman. And at this point, might be able to do a better job contributing than you.
If the coach wants that to be done, then that's what the coach wants to be done. And he's got his playoff game. I mean, he's on a team now that's highly successful. Stetcher spoke about it the other day. If I need to come out, I'm coming. That's what winning teams do. That's the mindset of a winning team. You go to your son's ball team, like Marshall, he would say, if I'm not having a good, if manager wants to, pull me, that's just how it works. You can't. I mean, I understand I think they were talking about it yesterday too in the Reed Wilkins, feeling sorry for the guy. I mean, he's making his money. He's a pro athlete, but I do kind of get it. But on a team such as this, you just sit back and enjoy the ride.
One last quick note on Marshall because you brought him up. Took a ball to the glasses last night. Cut his nose.
We're just getting to
my
this
son
now?
was bleeding at baseball practice last night. Yeah, I yelled. Yeah. I was sitting there because I was throwing grounders to the team, and then I'd be like first or second, and they have to throw it to first, second, and it came over, and Marshall went to get it like this on second, and it bounced off his glove into his glasses, and he yells out, "I'm hit!" And he goes down, and I yell out, "My son!" And I yell to Sheldon, the head coach. I said, "Call 911." Yeah. I run over there and I take off Marshall's glasses, and he's like, "Daddy, am I bleeding?" And there was one drop of blood. Like I wiped it away and it didn't keep.
But they
bleeding.
didn't break. Eh?
But I wiped it off and I showed him. He's like, I said, don't worry, you're gonna be okay.
Did you give him your glasses as a take these?
Take mine, son. Oh, so then he got up. I gave him a big old kiss on the lips, and he got back in line. Yeah, it was,
a big old.
Yeah. I love you, son.
I do like when
I love my kids. They're so fun.
Not to humor your son getting hurt, but whatever. I'm hit. My son. It's those 2-word yells that I don't know why it's so funny.
All right, we got Jamie McClennon coming up on the other side. We're 10 likes away from hitting 500 here already today. Let's keep smashing it. The record for a non-gentleman's sweep show is 1,000 likes by 7:52, which we're kind of pacing for. But hammer the thumbs up over there. Jamie McLennan on the way next. We'll get his thoughts on Hyman. We'll get his thoughts on Nuge. We'll get his thoughts on Skinner. And where the hell are the Stars? We'll get into that. When Jamie McLennan, Play Alberta early bird bet of the day, Washinski and Macramalla all on the way in hour number 2. I'm hit! My son!
My boy! Why are those always so... It could be the most tragic, but it's
kind of funny.
Kind of funny. I don't know.
All right, we got that sports update locked and loaded for Expedia Cruises, where the buzz was real yesterday.
Whoa, is it
about a nasty vacay. Send your suggestions in. Chelsea over there is emailing me yesterday saying she's going to send us some dates and some options, and then Eric and I can pick a trip, and you can roll with us somewhere nice and warm in the middle of next winter.
Get that passport updated.
Get your hands on that one. All right, let's get to the update.
Kasperi Kapanen and Adam Henrique added empty net goals as the Oilers would take Game 4 4-1 over the Dallas Stars. Leon Draisaitl and Corey Perry each scoring on the power play and adding an assist. Stuart Skinner, meanwhile, his hot streak continues, 28 saves in the victory. Zach Hyman, though, would leave the game in the first with an upper body injury and not return. An update on his status is expected later today. Game 5 tomorrow, back in the Big D. Medicine Hat Tigers advanced to the Memorial Cup Finals with a 3-1 victory over the London Knights. Tigers now 3-0 as they await the finals. That will go Sunday from Rimouski. Tyrese Halliburton, 32 points and a triple-double as the Pacers knock off the Knicks 130-121. Indiana now up 3-1 in that series. Later tonight at 6:30, the Thunder look to advance to the NBA Finals. They're 3-1 up at home against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Closer to home, the Stingers are back home. They'll host the winless Brampton Honey Badgers tonight from the Expo Center. It's also a game you can catch live here on Edmonton Sports Talk, coverage starting at 7 o'clock. Texas Rangers shutting up the Jays 2-0 down in Arlington. The rubber match of that series goes later tonight at 6:05. Get ready for our biggest sale of the year with Princess Cruises running June 12th to 14th only. You can access the exclusive offers during this 72-hour sale. Contact Chelsea LaBelle with Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton or call 780-970-4834 to plan your next cruise vacation.
Hernan sauce is my gaga.
Para bailar la bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia para mi batía. Arriba y arriba, ay arriba y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Everybody now. La la bamba, la la bamba, la la.
706 on the Nielson Show. That's Hernan and Gager. They are EST afternoons every day from 1 until 3 right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Edmonton Sports Talk title sponsor, Play Alberta. We'll get to your early bird bet of the day coming up here around 7:25. Wyshynski from ESPN at 7:30. Eric Macramalla at 7:45 today. You can keep the text messages coming into the Paris Jewelers inbox today. One of your texts will win a text today. We're looking for creative ways to heal Zach Hyman. I know how to heal Zach Hyman. Blank. Get creative with it. There's been some good ones that have already rolled in.
I think our next
so
guest
far today.
He ships a box of that green drink.
Yeah, the green drink. Maybe the green drink can, even if you have to rub it on his shoulder, arm, or wrist,
topical,
or whatever it is. The Nielsen Show brought to you by Southfort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot at Southfort Chev. If you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, please tell your friends about EST. And if you're watching over on YouTube today, sub to the channel. Almost to 12.5K and well over 500 likes. So let's keep pushing that bad boy up to 600, 700, 800, 900,000. All right. Jamie McLennan is going to join us. Brought to you by Pro-Am Sports, your locally owned sports memorabilia and apparel specialist. Finish your blank Oilers jersey with the same hand-sewn name and numbers that the team wear on the ice. Any era of Oilers jersey. Pro-Am has you covered, whether you want Zach Hyman or Georges Laraque. Located in Edmonton at the corner of St. Albert Trail and 128th Ave, or online at proamsports.ca. Noodles, you got some of that green drink for Zach Hyman? You think it would help or what?
I do. I've got the drink. You got to rub it on. But I was thinking about it. Do you remember the Seinfeld episode where I think the maestro gave Kramer the bomb to put on his burn, and then Jackie Childs is like, "Why'd you put the bomb on the burn? Why'd you put the bomb on the burn?
Nobody told you to put the bomb on the burn."
So maybe some bomb. I don't know if it's wrist, shoulder. It did not look good. I mean, watching it live, you could hear through the TV mics him actually like scream, which, concerning because players know right away when something's not right. And the fact that he went down the tunnel. Now, I'm hoping that it was precautionary. Again, in my mind, I'm sitting there thinking if maybe it was a shoulder or hyperextended an elbow or something, but that also looked bad from a perspective, maybe a broken wrist. So again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to, sit here and guess. But this is why they do say upper body to lower body, because if you know exactly where the injury is, you could just go slash it like Evan Bouchard did, which I thought it was brilliant. I was laughing so hard because I actually predicted it on my show yesterday. I said, "Do you think that anybody is going to give Hintz a little whack on the skate laces?" And I said, it's probably Corey Perry will do it.
Yes.
Evander Kane. I did not have on my bingo card Evan Bouchard doing it, so I thought that was pretty funny.
You know what? That's I'm glad, because I said this morning, I said when I saw it, the first thing I did was laugh. Like I thought that we went from Ekblad tapping Bouchard out in the playoffs last year to Bouchard of all people being the guy giving Hintz a shot. Even Rupe Hintz must have been like, "Who the hell are you all of a sudden? Like, where did this come from?" Like that was crazy. Yeah. That was, good for Bouch, who's had a pretty steady playoff. Jamie McLennan is with us on the show this morning, brought to you by Pro-Am Sports. If you're watching on YouTube, please sub to the channel. Noodles, I mean, there's a lot of different places we can go here, but let's just go back around to the goaltending quickly. Stuart Skinner, another, as steady as she goes game. I think I saw you on your TSN hit last night talk about the number of high danger looks that the Dallas Stars did have. What did you think of Skinner's performance as he continues to be the greatest Game 4 goaltender in NHL history somehow?
I got to be honest, that might have been his best performance of the playoffs. And the reason being, you can argue on other starts, but Dallas had a push. They looked very desperate early on. And you're right. I talked about high danger chances. The ending, Dallas had 22 high danger chances yesterday to Edmonton's 11. I mean, sometimes, and I watched Draisaitl's media afterwards, and he said, Dallas is a very good team. There is going to be pockets of the game where we have to try and batten down the hatches. And I think when you look at Stuart Skinner, his confidence has grown. He's been very, very aggressive, and I like that. The one thing I've noticed from a technical standpoint is he's fighting through screens, where before he just kind of would sit there, go down, and throw up his arms. Now you can see him actually fighting for pucks, fighting to find the puck from the point. And, he looks really confident, really comfortable in the net. And the team is, yes, they gave up 22 high danger chances, but there's still that desperation defensively from the group, battling back, working back into the middle of the ice, trying to force everything outside. So to me, I think Stuart Skinner has been rock solid. I think he's been one of the best stories of the playoffs, considering where he was, we'll call it a month ago, 5 weeks ago. I mean, you guys know it. You deal with it every day, how loud that market can be, especially with a guy who's that polarizing. But he's been unbelievable, and I'm happy for him because he's getting his flowers right now, where a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, it was not looking good for him.
And Noodles, another player that's really, come to shine in this series in particular is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and a guy that, during the regular season will come in here some cold mornings and people will say, where's he been? And he'll go on spurts of disappearance. A Swiss Army knife being described as by a lot of his teammates. He has a career best playoff point streak, 4 games now, 9 points. I think they're all the assists, all primary assists.
Yeah, I think it's all primary assists in this series.
Third straight multi-point game. What are you seeing? Is it the Stars and how they set up? Is it just Nuge, taking things on his back right now for some strange reason? What are you seeing from his game, or maybe even from the Stars game, that's allowing him to kind of put up the points and the production that he's doing, namely in this series?
So he's executing some of these like perfect little plays. And I'll give you an example. I don't know how you guys were watching the game yesterday, but he gets the puck in the slot and everybody I was watching the game with goes, shoot. And that was on. And I'm thinking, okay, of course he's in a prime scoring opportunity. He's going to shoot that. Instead, he fires it to the guy on the goal line who scores, and that's Draisaitl. And we're all yelling, shoot. And then we go, oh, okay, now we see what he saw. So even a beautiful play by him on the second primary pass to Perry on the power play. If he tries to force feed that, CC blocks it. Instead, he changes the angle, creates a little deception, slides it through the stick. And Perry, all he has to do is put his stick there and it actually bounces off his stick and goes in the net. So, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, my biggest complaint about him throughout his career is he never plays in 5th gear. He always plays in 4th gear. You never see him overly fast, overly aggressive. What he does, though, is he thinks the game very well. I relate him to a guy like Sam Reinhart. They just think the game. They're always in the right spot. They know what's going to happen before it happens, and they try and put themselves in those situations, and they don't get overwhelmed by it. Because I'll be honest, if I got the puck in the slot, you want to turn and fire because you're like, hey, this is a prime scoring opportunity. But I've got the foresight to go, hey, you know what? Draisaitl's got a lane here. He's in a one-timer position. I can create a little bit of deception here because everybody in the building, including the goaltender, thought he was going to shoot that. So to me, it's his mind. It's his IQ. And when it's firing on all cylinders, confidence-wise and that, this is what it looks like. Even you go back to the previous game, he takes a look. When he sends Hyman in on that breakaway, he actually sees Hyman stretch to the far blue line. Now it's a bouncing puck, but he's able to take a kind of a half slap shot to get it to him to the far blue line and send him in. It's just a brilliant play. Like, to me, he's seeing the game and slowing it down. And he's at the top of his game right now. And they need him. Let's be honest. With a potential injury to Hyman that did not look good. Connor Brown's on the shelf. They're starting to get a little thinner, although they do have depth there. But they need a guy like RNH to continue to contribute.
Jamie McLennan with us on the show from TSN and Overdrive. When you look at Dallas so far, and offensively they've got nothing in the last 3 games. So where are their stars? Like, do we hang it on them not fighting through enough and not burying the chances they're getting, or do we just have to give credit to the Oilers' team defense and then Skinner when called upon?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both because, Peter DeBoer pointed this out and we can't ignore it. They had 39 shot attempts in the first period yesterday, 15 missed nets. If they hit the net on a few of them or even hit the goaltender on a few of them, now all of a sudden you've got some rebounds and some havoc. So maybe they're trying to have the perfect shot instead of just having a shot or several shots. So I look at it. I think it's both, where I think their top tier players are a little bit snake bitten, but they are getting looks, as I pointed to the 22 high danger chances. But the Oilers D and the goaltender are doing a job. So it's hand in hand. Now the job's not finished.
No.
And Dallas is they're a great team and they're very tough in their own building. So Edmonton's got to go in there and have their best game, on Thursday tomorrow, I guess. I mean, I get my days mixed up, but tomorrow they got to go in and have their best game, because you don't want to give them any life. Because, Peter DeBoer goes, listen, we got to win our home games and win one road game. Well, that's the truth. But the Edmonton Oilers got 3 cracks to finish it. You don't want to give them any life. You got an opportunity here. And like Leon Draisaitl said, you win a game and you're going to the Stanley Cup Final. That's the carrot. That there should be no more motivation than that. Going, you win one game, you're going to the Stanley Cup Final to try and win a cup. That should be your motivation. So they should be all in tomorrow.
Noodles, one more on this series, and we'll take a quick look at the other series, which could wrap tonight. We mentioned Hyman right off the top, and we're not expecting to get good news from Knobloch this morning. He's obviously become an extremely important player for this team, even more so in the playoffs and the regular season.
19 hits away, was it?
Yeah, he was 19 hits away from the all-time record, and had 2 hits in 3 minutes last night before he goes out. So the question, a lot of people, we've already been talking about it. Is this your window to go 11-7 and get Ekholm in, or do you put Jeff Skinner back into the lineup?
No, I think it's an opportunity in I wouldn't say one game take all, but I'm treating it like that to dress 7D, to get Ekholm some time, a regular shift, and see how he goes. That way you're not taking out Stetcher. You're still giving everybody an opportunity. Knobloch even pointed to it that Draisaitl had played just over 11 minutes heading into the third period yesterday. So he actually told him between the second and third, like, buckle up, I'm going to double shift you. I think it's an opportunity here to find some extra ice time for some guys up front that either deserve it or can handle it. So yes, Jeff Skinner, it'd be nice to go 12-6 and have Jeff Skinner. We've seen guys, the depth come in and produce. But I also think it's an opportunity to kind of bleed Ekholm into the lineup in an 11-7 scenario. You don't have last change on the road, but he can handle any type of matchup. But I think that's probably where they should head, given that the forwards can handle the extra ice time, and then you have 7D and you're not messing with the mojo on the back end that they have going. Because Stetcher's played very well, and I think he deserves to stay in. But let's be honest, it's Ekholm, and you have to get him up to speed as quick as possible, because if you can get through this round, you're going to need him in the Stanley Cup Final.
Yeah, and going out east, Noodles, always a wordsmith, Paul Maurice. Sometimes you say a prayer, sometimes you shotgun a beer. That's kind of like our team, as he was at the podium the other night. Great drop. But they finished this off tonight, right? Like, are the Hurricanes, do you have any, winning a game is winning a game. We talk about this series as well. You could see the Stars winning another, but maybe not 3. Is this where it ends tonight for the Canes, or a little more life down in Raleighwood, as they call it?
I want to say, I would think Florida would finish them off, but let's not forget Carolina. I thought they played very well last game. It was a low event game.
Yeah.
But they tried to beat Florida at their own game. And that's a very high pressure. That's a forecheck. And Freddie Anderson played well. I could see Carolina getting one more, just in their own building. The building will be rocking. It is a tough building to play in. And, law of averages, you would think that Carolina should win at least one home game here one of these days. And, given that they broke that massive streak, 19 games they've gone, in the conference final in losing. So I think that Carolina can get one more game, but I do think it's going to be Florida that gets through. And if you're an Oilers fan or a Stars fan or just a fan of hockey, you want it to go a little bit longer based on, it's another opportunity for top players to get tired, or maybe something happens in Florida, that type of stuff. You never wish on injuries, but you have seen Florida is a little bit of walking wounded now, with Sam Reinhart is maybe a question mark. Macalla didn't play last game. So I'm looking at it, and same thing with the Edmonton Oilers. Longer these series goes, you see guys dropping. So, but I do believe that Carolina will get one more, but what do I know? I've been wrong on everything this year in the playoffs. So, watch Florida win 6-1 and just mow through them tonight. Who knows?
You're still waiting on your Tampa Bay, Colorado Stanley Cup Final.
Oh, no, I had Tampa. I had Tampa, Winnipeg. That's what I chose.
That's not far off.
Well, I felt good about it, and then it didn't. It was not the best. Put it that way. It was Yuri Gronstrand, not the best. No, that's no. It's Louis Domingue, not the best. Spicy pork. That's what he said in the playoffs. Remember that, where he had to go in overtime, and he ate that Chinese food, and they asked him afterwards. He's like, not the best, not the best. So,
Noodles, good stuff, buddy. We'll catch up next week.
Shout out to St. Albert Pond Hockey. These are my friends at the stores. Yeah, like they sent me the hat
in
the
our
other
chat
day.
noticed that actually. We had a guy notice.
I
He
thought I
called
saw
you out
something.
there.
I
Yeah.
didn't even notice it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up with a guy named David Ritt who owns the source in St. Albert. So him and his son Cole sent me this hat. I think it's like a giant hockey tournament. I got to Google it, but it's an amazing hat. So I was going to give them some love.
Yeah, that's a nice looking lid. I like that. Excellent, man. Good stuff. We'll check in next week.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Jamie McLennan. He's from here originally.
He wants to stick around so much.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Every time he leaves, he's like, well,
damn it.
Sure.
Thought today was going to be that hour.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup Finals, Noodles. Stanley Cup Final will keep you for an hour. This is a great text. The inbox is flying. Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. There's no name on this text, but my God, it's a good one. Zach Hyman. I'm hit. Knobloch. My son.
Runs out of the ice.
After the conversation we had.
My son, my boy.
That's good timing. That's
Very
good
good
timing on that one. I can't believe there's not a handle on that text, but that's in the mix for the AW text of the day, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, 70. There's a bunch of them that have rolled in here. Big Maple. I know how to heal Zach Hyman. Put some Robitussin on that shoulder. Somebody says we should send Hyman to the spa downstairs.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I like the bomb reference too. Noodles is always good for a Seinfeld drop.
Noodles he gets a Seinfeld thing. John the Breadman says, I know how to heal Zach Hyman.
Get me a soda with some ice in it.
It is on Wednesdays. We'll hit that. She's the mama. This guy was singing "She's the Mama" before the show
today. It's
today.
on a loop in my head constantly.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train. Dr. Jason says, guys, I had Popeye's chicken sandwich for Benny last night. That'll heal anything. Man, Popeye's was good yesterday.
Well, you had the Benny meal, the Benny special, which I did as well. That's a strong, and you had never had. You said the confession, the mac and cheese.
I'd never had the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
You know why? It's not because
great.
it's really good.
Mean,
but this is all it's done is caused a problem for me now. Because usually I was just like, I'll get the Cajun fries. Simple enough. Sometimes I mix in a poutine. I had the mashed potatoes and gravy in the past.
Great.
Also hit.
Yeah.
But that mac and cheese was delicious. And the tendies were terrific with the spicy dip.
You could even dip the tendies in the mac and cheese.
I guess I could have. I didn't even think about it at the time.
It's all.
But I know it was a huge day yesterday for Popeyes, so a ton of money raised for the Ben Stelter Foundation, and we knew it. There's no way those guys weren't going to win on Benny's birthday.
It was a great day. Standard day. Yeah.
No chance. All right, Trev, what did you get yesterday? What was your Popeyes? And a huge thank you to everybody who popped by. Like I know, and it was all locations, so I'm sure many of you hit the locations in your area. Yeah. But our location was just at noon. It was like a meeting of the minds for Nasty Club members. Like Penner's Pancakes walks in. He texts in. We were sitting Stu and Lock Shop. He texts in and goes, "Hey, any Nasties at Popeyes?" And I'm looking around. I'm like, "Is Penner's Pancakes here?" And then I saw him walk in. And every single table, Normology was there. Grumpy Cat was there. A part of the Combine crew was there. Big Uke roll. Like, it was just the whole
zoomed
crew.
in on Normology. I'm like, is that? It is.
Yeah, box powder. Like, there's a bunch of people there. Normology.
The first visitor of the day, Salty Turtle. What a move that was. 10:29.
Yeah.
And doesn't try the door.
Yeah.
So stands outside, patient as he is, which is great.
And the door was open since 5 a.m.
I was waiting to see how long he would wait. 10:32, he's in.
And then he walked in and he goes, Salty Turtle is here. I was like, damn it, Salty Turtle.
I like Salty Turtle.
So what'd you get, Trev?
Chicken sandwich.
You went chicken sandwich, classic chicken sandwich and fries.
And Barks root beer, the best root beer on God's green earth.
I think that's
Hires root beer was.
Nope.
I mean, A&W root beer. A&W root beer is pretty good.
No,
you had Hires?
I don't need to.
I don't think I've had Hires. The odd time I'll get a Dad's root beer from Wayne's Sports Cards.
Okay,
you know they got the little pop.
Dad's is
pop thing there?
Dad's is up there.
Dad's is pretty good too.
Dad's is damn good.
Oh man, that's. Anyway, it was delicious. I mixed my pop. I went.
You did the swamp water?
I went root beer and orange Fanta.
You love that Fanta.
I like it with root beer. I like mixing the two together.
It's good.
I had a room temperature Diet Coke.
Yeah, the ice. We had to get them to get the ice machine.
He did
started.
offer though. Cool. He said, "I'll get you some ice from back." I said, "No, sir."
That was really nice.
The staff were great. Him opening up early, like he doesn't do that regularly, so you can tell that was so that was great for him. And staff were awesome.
It was good. Calvin C says Hires was replaced by Mug root beer.
Is that what it was?
I did not know that.
But I don't think is it the same recipe?
Maybe. Changing 600.
Mug.
Changing 100.
It was unbelievable. It was so good.
Yeah, it was a good meal. It's just delicious food. I want to go back today.
Damn it.
You can.
I know I might.
Don't tell
the
Tammy.
day after.
Don't tell Tammy.
The day after, you know? Once you're there, you got to
come
slide
home
back
with
in.
an unfinished smoothie.
That photo that glue guy put up of Reed Wilkins enjoying his Popeyes there is.
He looked like he was having a ball.
Yeah. All right, let's keep hammering the thumbs up today. We got 1,000 like show. It's just a matter of when do we get there today? The sooner the better. The non-gentleman show record is 7:52. So, hop on that if you want to be a bit of a record setter today. We're going to get to your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. Shout out to the guy who messaged in this morning and said, yeah, we're 12 subs away from 12.5K. I can guarantee there's way more than 12 of you watching who've not yet subbed to the channel. You don't have to turn on notifications. It's not going to cost you anything. It's a free way to support us, which we always very much appreciate. Some guy texts in and says, Dusty, I used my $5 deposit with the code YAG50, got my $50 free bet, put it on Corey Perry and won $199. To put on Corey Perry to score a goal. That guy's making it rain.
Play the song.
He's making it rain up in here. So use that code. You deposit a minimum $5. PlayAlberta.ca or the Play Alberta app. Deposit $5. Use the code YAG50. You get a $50 free bet. He used his $50 free bet on a Corey Perry goal. 4-1. Hammered it. Nailed it. Moves on. You can also deposit $20. Use the code 100sports and you will get a $100 free bet with that $20 deposit. You have to use these codes before the end of May because we will be getting new codes in June. So if you've not yet taken advantage of these codes, you are missing out. 100 Sports, YAG50. Hyman going out really sort of hurt last night. We had him on a bunch of different plays.
Yeah.
It kind of sucked. Here's what I've sent over for today. It's not up just yet, I don't think. Let me just double check. Should be up shortly here. We have it will be when it is up, it will be under 6.5 goals in the Panthers Hurricanes game. The total is set at 6.5. I moved it up to, or the total is set at 5.5. I moved it up to 6.5. So under 6.5 goals in Carolina, Florida, and then just the OKC Thunder on the money line to finish it at home tonight. So,
yeah. Nice.
OKC money line, under 6.5 Carolina, Florida, should be around an even number. Might be like minus 110, minus 105, plus 100 right in there. But I like it. Under 6.5 goals in Carolina, Florida, especially if Carolina wins. I mean, I don't see Carolina hanging a bunch of goals on Florida tonight.
No.
I might be way off, but that reeks of like a 3-1 game one way or the other. So I played it safe and still moved it up to 6.5.
You gotta love the Thunder at home.
And then the OKC Thunder at home to finish it tonight.
Yeah.
Come on. So under 6.5 goals in Carolina, Florida, OKC Thunder on the money line tonight. That will pop up on the EST specials page probably within a few minutes here. And you can ride with us over there. Use those codes when you do. All right. Greg Wyshynski is going to join us from ESPN. We'll get his thoughts on the Dallas Stars facing elimination at home in Game 5. And Eric Macramalla, EST legal analyst and blank. Send those into the Paris Jewelers inbox at 780-218-9999. You want that She's a Mama?
I can't.
I can give it. I can give it to you when we come back. I can give it. It seems like we always play it before we bring on Washinski.
Yeah, maybe
I sure hope he's watched Throw Mama from the Trainer. He's got no idea what's going on. All right, Greg Washinski from ESPN on the way. Let's get to a sports update right now for the great staff of Park Mazda.
The Edmonton Oilers went away from advancing to the Stanley Cup Finals as they defeat the Stars 4-1 last night. Leon Draisaitl, Corey Perry, each with a goal and an assist. Oilers going 2 for 3 with the man advantage while holding Dallas 1 for 4 on the power play. Stuart Skinner added again 28 saves. He's now stopped 86 of his past 88 shots faced over 3 starts. Edmonton will take that 3-1 series lead back to Dallas. Game 5 tomorrow night. Later tonight, it'll be the Panthers in Carolina sporting a 3-1 series lead. Action gets underway at 6. The Medicine Hat Tigers, they advanced to the Memorial Cup Finals last night with a 3-1 victory over the London Knights. The final will go Sunday from Rimouski. Tyrese Halliburton, a 32-point triple-double, leading the Pacers over the Knicks, 130-121. Indiana now lead that series 3-1. Later tonight, the Thunder look to finish off the Timberwolves at home, up 3-1, tip-off 6:30. Closer to home, the Stingers are back on home court as they host the winless Brampton Honey Badgers tonight from the Expo Center. It's a game that you can hear live here on EST. Our coverage begins at 7 o'clock. And the Rangers shutting up the Jays 2-0 down in Texas last night. The rubber match of that series will go later tonight at 6:05. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he will do whatever it takes to get Zach Hyman back in the lineup. Whatever it takes.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching the button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki in a tuxedo t-shirt because it says, like, he wants to be formal, but he's also here to party too.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Owen loves his mama.
Owen's mama, she's a baddie. Claim he didn't have a cousin Patty. He tried so hard, but couldn't get a pass. Stay away from me, you horse's ass.
From me, you horse's
she's
ass.
the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chap, chap, Owen, come on.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chap, chap, Owen, come on.
Owen's mama, not very nice. She's on some soda with some ice. Chop, chop, Owen, she's always bugging. Who are you? All of a sudden. She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chap, chap, Owen, come on.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chap, chap, Owen, come on.
Owen's mama, pain the butt, don't want salt on her nuts. Owen's mama, got no spouse. There's a murderer in the house.
There's a murderer in the house.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
All right, 7:34 on the Nielsen Show. Thank you very much for being here today. Dusty, Lieutenant Eric with you, kicking off another day. Full coverage all the way up until 6 p.m. today. Reed Wilkins Show from 3 until 6. You can text us anytime. The Paris Jewelers inbox and the Nielsen Show is brought to you by South Fort Chevrolet. Drive a little, save a lot at South Fort Chev. www.southfortchev.com.
And then, of course, CEBL action later tonight as well with the Stingers back home.
And we are giving away
right here
a VIP table from our partners at Play Alberta. Be ready for that around 8:30 with a little maybe basketball trivia. Hashtag Association City. Hey,
I wonder what the answer could be to the trivia. Hey,
well, we'll have to see. I'll come up with something. It'll be something. Yeah,
I think, yeah.
I know. Yeah.
You're basically giving these away.
Yeah. It's easy peasy stuff. All right, let's bring in Greg Wyshynski from ESPN. Wyshynski, happy Wednesday. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm inside whatever they're calling this arena now in Raleigh. This is actually where they hold the press conferences after the games, which means that I am steps away from where Matthew Tkachuk was throwing a volleyball, medicine ball, soccer ball, we're still not sure, against the wall during a Taylor Hall press conference at the beginning of the series. Good times.
Ooh, setting the tone early, hey?
Oh, did you guys not hear about that? So, like, the Panthers workout... The Panthers well, that's because no one's paying attention to the series. Panthers workout room was set up temporarily behind a curtain that like literally just separates where I am, the press conference room, from where the Panthers were working out. So the Panthers were kind of steamed by this setup. They fixed it by now, but like this is how it was at the beginning of the series. So Taylor Hall and I think Jordan Stahl come out to do a press conference. And because the Panthers are so pissed off about their workout setup, Tkachuk just starts throwing a ball against the wall. Thump, thump, thump. Like if you go back and listen to Taylor Hall's press conference, you could probably hear it a little faintly in the background. So it's like it was so beautifully antagonistic and so petty that it really did kind of like A, set the tone for the series, and B, is very Tkachukian.
Yeah, you got to respect the move. That's classic
that is
Tkachuk right
turtle,
there.
yeah.
That's good. Look, you're there, so let's just quickly start with that series. Are you making a trip back to Florida, or does it end tonight?
I kind of feel like we are. Carolina plays really well at home. Fred Anderson played really well in game 4. And, I hate to boil both series down to its barest essentials because we like to be smart and quote expected goals and things of that nature. But the team that scores first is going to win. I mean, that's kind of how it is in both series, it feels like. And Carolina got on the board first in game 4. And once that happened, they were able to exhale. They were able to play their game. They were able to control the tempo. I think that Florida was really missing a couple of the guys that were out of the lineup in Reinhart, who, they're 0 for 8 on the power play without him now in the series. And Nico Mikkola, which is a name you might remember from the final last year, but he's really leveled up his game. He might be their best defenseman in the playoffs so far. He's been really good. They were both out for game 4. I don't know what their status is for game 5, but they were really missing them, I think, in that game 4 loss. So we'll see where it goes. But the minute they lost game 4, I'm like, I might as well just book a hotel back in Fort Lauderdale, man, because I feel like we're going to go 6 in this series and completely ruin the chance of moving up the Stanley Cup Final if both series end in 5.
Yeah, what do you think? Just quickly on that, when do you think is the earliest they would start the Stanley Cup Final if both series end in 5?
Don't quote me on this, but I heard if they both end in 5, it could be as early as Monday. I think that's how much they'd move it up. Yeah, believe it or not. So,
oh wow.
We'll see what happens. But that's not official, and I don't know anything because we're not covering the final ESPN as far as like television goes. So that's just kind of what I heard. But both series have to end in 5 for it to be moved up, and it would be peak NHL if like the Oilers series ended in 5, whilst this other one that was a 3-0 series extends to 6. It would be classic Carolina Hurricanes to be like a party pooper as far as moving up the final.
I'm going to do it again for you, but we'll give you another chance to leave the Dallas Stars and come to the Edmonton Oilers the rest of the way, Greg. Dallas has played better these last 2 games, but it hasn't mattered. The Edmonton Oilers now have them on the ropes. Do you think Dallas finds a way to force a 6th game?
Me and the other violinists are on the deck. We're playing. Everybody's rushing to the lifeboats. The iceberg is crumbling.
You're going
on the
down
Titanic,
with that ship.
and one more tune, boys. We've got to keep them entertained as they all get to their lifeboats. And Billy Zane steals that girl so he can get on the lifeboat. We all remember that. God bless Billy Zane. So it's bad. It's real bad for us Dallas backers because, like you said, 5-on-5. For like half the game, they were really good, and especially really good in the first period where they're pushing. They know that if they can get the first goal, then maybe they can finally kind of plant that seed of doubt inside of Edmonton, give them a little something to worry about. Because I think of the 4 teams in the conference final, the Oilers have been the most unbothered of the 4 teams so far, but they didn't. And in fact, we're trailing after 1, which I think was a real kick in the stomach. And then you just got to give the Oilers credit. I mean, like limiting the Dallas Stars, who in theory should be playing for their season, to 4 shots on goal in the 3rd period. There was a moment, boys, where the Dallas Stars didn't have a high danger shot attempt at 5-on-5 for at least 35 minutes or something or some such. Like it was really, really good D and really, really good in front of Skinner, and Skinner was there when they needed him. And Dallas just has no answers whatsoever offensively right now.
The Oilers' depth, Greg, has really kind of stepped up here. Nugent-Hopkins this series has been a killer. Kapanen's been just, he's kind of got a bit of magic dust to him. But Zach Hyman's been hitting everything that moved this postseason. He was gunning for a record. He had 2 hits through 3 minutes last night before his injury. But you know a doctor, don't you? Maybe you could put in a word to kind of
fix him.
To fix him, yeah. Isn't there a doctor online that you were kind of going back and forth with the other night or something?
Oh, Eric Francis?
Yeah.
Oh, what a
name. Yeah.
What a sweetheart. What an amazing guy. declaring that Roope Hintz would play in Game 3 based on what he saw in warmups, and doing so in a very sort of I'm going to wink to all the people who think he's faking it crowd. And then, I called him out for it because he didn't play. And unless it was a Oceans-esque long con to retroactively trick the league into giving the Dallas Stars a 5-minute major in Game 2, I don't know. Maybe he's actually hurt. Who's to say? Eric blocked me on Twitter for my hubris in saying how unbelievably wrong he was. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it, but he and I have not been. He's not on my Christmas card list, and he knows why.
All right. Well, there you go.
Twitter and hubris. Hey, what a.
Yeah,
I mean, who would think?
Yeah, the Twitter's usually a very.
I don't know how blocking. I don't know how blocking works. I just mute people. So will I still have access to his genius? Will I still have access to all of the pros? I don't know. I might have to make a burner so I continue to have access to it.
I do like the idea of a burner to get to Francis tweets. That's the guy. It's
Eric Francis fan 1. If you see it on Twitter, you'll know
that's
me. Unless it's taken. It's probably taken. But,
how do you think the Oilers deal with Hyman's injury, though? I mean, they've had depth all year. There's this opportunity in this window now where maybe you go 11-7 and get Ekholm back into the lineup. They're going to miss him for sure. Yeah. But how do you think they deal with it? How do you think they hold up?
I mean, they'll hold up all right because their depth is good, and frankly, I don't think they need Zach Hyman to win this series. I think the way that they've played defense and getting the goals that they've gotten when they've needed them, and the power play doing what it did last night is exactly the path to victory in a tight game where there's not going to be a lot of room, and when you have to kind of play to the margins a little bit more. So they should be all right. I mean, if it's the Panthers again, and I still think it's going to be the Panthers, you probably want them in the lineup because that's the kind of player that you need as a countermeasure against what the Panthers throw at you physically, and certainly what you need in front of a guy like Bob, who has been very good in this series, but still is a guy that I think can struggle a little bit when you take his eyes away, and when you can get some chances around the net. So hopefully he's all right for the final because I mean they do need him, but I don't think they need him for the series.
What do you think the odds would have been that Evan Bouchard was the guy who takes the first crack at Roope Hintz's injured foot? And Perry, Kane, Nurse again.
Well, your reaction was what?
I just started laughing. I saw him do it. I was like, that's hilarious. I can't believe it was Bouchard that was like, boop. What do you think about that? It's uncharacteristic for Bouch.
He's grown up before our very eyes, man. Yes. He's in a contract year. He's like, I just want people to know I'm not just like Al McInnes back there bombing pucks, man. I can muck it up. I can do all sorts of things. Pay me. No, listen, it was very dirty and very unfortunate to see that happen. And it's in the grander scheme, boys. That's why these teams are so stingy with their injury information. Like on the Hintz one, it's unavoidable that we know what the injury is.
You have to know what that one is.
You have to know. Like, we have all seen the replay. The refs didn't, apparently, but we all see the replay. Can I pause because we haven't talked since then? It's a major. Like, it is in the rule book that the severity of the play is what determines a major. And I know people have been like, I don't know what their interpretation's been. It shouldn't have been a suspension by any means. It happens every game. But
you're saying in the rule book, due to injury, it should have been a major.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And that's, part and parcel of a lot of the postseason so far where they just make stuff up. Like in that Hellebuck put his own puck in the own net thing against Dallas in the previous round. They just it's all in the rule book. It's black or white, but we'll just make up something, which really bothers me as a fan. But point being is that to my original point, like because you guys deal a lot in betting, I deal a lot in betting. Like, we want as much information as we can before these games. We want it to be more like the NFL, where we have real certainty as to what the injuries are and whether they're doubtful or questionable or whatever. And one of the reasons why the NHLPA in particular has been very, very stodgy, and these teams have been very, very stodgy with their information, is for that very thing, which is that the more you know, the more you're going to attack the pain points of a player. So, again, unavoidable with Hintz. We all saw where he was injured, but it reminded me of that, seeing that play last night of like, oh, right, that's why it's upper body, lower body all the time for these guys.
Post round 3, before we let you go, will you be tabulating Stuart Skinner, Conn Smythe votes?
It's funny you should say that because I was on ESPN Bet Live yesterday doing a hit about the series. And we were talking about that very subject. And I think what works against him is the fact that the Conn Smythe, unlike every other postseason award in the major sports, like Super Bowl MVP, NBA Final MVP, World Series MVP, Conn Smythe winners for the entirety of the playoffs. And so you do have to factor in, this guy got benched. Like, this guy got pulled. Like, this guy really struggled in his losses. But he's building a really interesting case. Obviously, the other problem is that he's on a team with Connor, and Connor will probably end up leading the playoffs and scoring. If it's not him, it's going to be Leon.
Yeah.
And then, if it's Leon, then it's going to be, well, Connor got his last year. Now we'll give Leon his. I think Skinner's a great story. I think narratively, he's got a lane to maybe win the Conn Smythe if they win the cup. But it is going to be hard because there will be probably some voters that are like, all right, but remember when he stunk? Remember when he was terrible? Connor was never terrible. Let's give it to the guy who played great in all 4 rounds. And that might be what could damage him. I do think, just really briefly, like, he's played extremely well in the last 2 games. I thought the praise for him in game 2 was a little bit overwrought because Dallas missed the net 40 times. They had more turnovers in the first 2 periods of that game than they had in any full game of the playoffs. Like, I thought they handed the game to Edmonton in game 2. But if you're looking for, like, he should be the MVP, he carried a lot of water for them in the last 2 games.
Yeah. He's been. I think his game's getting better and better. To be honest with you, yeah. No, he's been battling through it for sure. Greg, good stuff, man. We'll check in next week.
Anytime. I just realized this room I'm in, it looks like I'm Tom Cruise at the movies. Thanking you for going to see Mission Impossible in a movie theater.
Did
all
you
these
see
chairs.
that? You haven't seen it.
I did.
Oh, you did see it.
Man,
How was it?
I'm like prolonging the hit now. It's not my favorite. I'll be honest with you. Like it's a good like hour.
Good movie, but not.
No, it's too much exposition, and it kind of gets away from the things I like
really?
about Mission Impossible. It's got the stunts. It has no humor. And if you're not a fan of the Tom Cruise God complex, you're probably not going to like this movie, man. I'll just say that. But
I'm still going to go see it.
It's got 2 action stunt set pieces that are as good as anything in the series, including the finale, which I thought was like my mouth was just open for 15 minutes. But probably because I was eating popcorn. But the movie is just way too talky. And again, like these movies have incredible moments of humor and winking at the camera. And this was just, it reminded me of the last Bond movie where they felt like they had to be so dour and so like, super serious because it was the end of the series. And I felt that pressure in this movie to be that way. And it's just not what I'm looking for out of these movies.
All right. Well, man, I'm still going to go see it.
Go see it,
action,
though.
But yeah,
support cinema. Go see it.
I definitely want to see it. Yeah, I want to see it in a theater
Yeah.
for sure. That's where I got to see that one. But
Isn't
you're
it
not the first
weird
person I
that-
saw that. I've seen some people be like, yeah, it's like my least favorite of the last 4. So
Isn't it weird that Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman are the 2 that like are the most let's go to the movies again people? Maybe they had a discussion about that on the set of Eyes Wide Shut while they weren't touching each other.
Good stuff, man. You have a good weekend.
Take care.
There you go. That's Greg Wyshynski. He joins us usually at 8:30, but he's covering that series. They got their availabilities this morning, so he had to hop on a little bit early. Eric Macramalla is locked and loaded as well. We're going to get to Macramalla right away. Let's transition with some Macramalla intros. EST legal analyst and a guy who figures that his fear of clowns would be a lot less debilitating if they'd simply wear normal size shoes and ease up on the makeup a bit. EST legal analyst and guy whose entire estate is decorated with oversized courtroom sketches of himself by his favorite artist, Eric Macramalla. EST legal analyst and guy whose life has improved immeasurably since he began introducing himself as Certified Party Machine. Hey, I'm Dustin. Hi, I'm Certified Party Machine, Eric Macramalla. EST legal analyst and guy who sired hundreds of children with hundreds of women, but still obsesses over the one that got away. EST legal analyst and guy who was the first lawyer ever to incorporate armpit farting noises into closing arguments. That's a good one.
Not bad.
EST legal analyst and guy who has a secret healing technique that will heal Zach Hyman in 15 easy steps, but it's going to cost you. Macramalla joins us on the show this morning from his office. Macramalla, good morning. How are you, sir?
My man. So hey, look, the Oilers are headed to the Cup final. Maybe I don't want to jinx anything. And look, you got to have hockey guests on all the time. You shouldn't even be talking to me. This is unacceptable.
Well, you like hockey as well. You like hockey as well.
I enjoy the occasional match, correct? And we are watching your team, and as I've told you many times, you're the team we support beyond our Habs, right? And but I mean, why are you talking to me now? Here's the thing: is have you ever had a guest say that to you? Why
no,
are you
only you,
to me?
only you.
Because I'm a winner. I'm not a loser like Jeb. I'm a winner. But speaking of being a winner, is I actually have fantasized. Like you can see my office behind me. There's these books I make, so my family's in that. I got Pete Rose, Kurt Warner, Heinz Ward. I got an Ali thing, right? But my dream has always been to cover my office with photographs of just me alone.
Yes.
That's been my dream. The second dream, which is far more interesting, is to cover my office with family photos of other lawyers in the firm. So they walk in my office and they go, why is my family on your wall? Oh, man, look how cute they are.
You should go to even another level. Like, remember when George had, and it was like a drawing, but it was, you should start photoshopping yourself poorly into other lawyers' family photos and then put them up in your office.
Well, may I take it to a different level? If that's possible, is what I'd like to do now is to Photoshop myself into those family photos and put them in their offices. So they walk in and go, wait a minute, why is Eric in our Christmas photo? Why is Eric in the photo we took when we were in Rome? And we weren't even in Rome. That's the weirdest part. So you can really change the photos, right? So they've been to places never been before. You confuse them. And then yada, yada, yada. They all end up in rehab. Lives are broken. That's my goal because I resent other people's success, right? As we all should. It's healthy. I resent the success of other people, so I want to take them down.
Eric Macramalla, like you said, you've been watching the Edmonton Oilers. They look like a Stanley Cup champion this year to you?
Look, as I tell my offspring, who I assume are my kids, and I ask them, I tell them, I assume you're mine. That's why I begin every conversation. That I said to you last time, and I keep coming back to it, like there's not a circumstance where a generational player doesn't win a cup. I can't, in the four sports, has it happened? I mean, Gilbert Dion wasn't a generational player, so that kind of made sense, right? He's got to win that. McDavid's got to win the cup. They do because, man, he is going to be hungrier than the Panthers.
Yeah, that's I just don't see how he lets his team lose again in a Stanley. You know what I mean? Like it's man on a mission. Man on a mission.
If anybody can will his team to success, it's your guy. You know, it's your guy. I remember talking about to you because I'm your longest running guest of all time now.
For life.
Talking to you before he was drafted. And we were I was kind of making jokes like get a passport and run because your team was in terrible shape, right? Awful. That's why you got the pick. Man, I mean, he has turned the team and city around. And look, the Panthers are a really good playoff team. I think we would agree that this team is designed for the playoffs. They are big. They are really tough to play against. And when they have a lead, they'll take their foot and put it on your throat and they will throttle you. McDavid and Draisaitl, I think, really, really want this. And McDavid's going to put this team on his back and he's going to give this team every shot to win the cup. It's a lot of fun to watch. And he knows that all of Canada, except for Toronto, is pulling for the Oilers, right? Like we're all pulling for your team. This is a big deal. It's such a big deal. I don't know why
I don't think Vancouver or Calgary or Toronto are pulling for us, but I think everybody else
Why are you talking to Ryan Rasham? Why are you talking to me? Should have only hocky guests on all the time. Nonstop.
I like to view you as a hockey guest.
Why do you have an Egyptian lawyer on?
You know why? You know why? Because you're a manager of children's baseball teams. And I want to throw something your way. Where do you come out on us here in the city of Edmonton moving our practice ahead by 30 minutes last night so that we wouldn't have to miss more than the first period, but still doing practice, but just moving it earlier? Is that acceptable in the baseball world?
So what was the start time for your game?
Our practice started at 6:30. The Oilers game started around 6:22. So we moved it ahead to 6, so we only missed the first period.
from my standpoint, if it's the Habs, I would have canceled practice.
Oh, see? Okay.
Yeah, you're disappointing me. Another
What
reason
about
why
a game on Thursday? What about a game? We have a game on Thursday. You can't cancel the game for an Oilers game.
Sure you can.
Oh, boy.
Just move the game. They don't play every day. They play every 2 days. Move the game to tomorrow. Find a field and play the game.
Oh, tomorrow is game day. It would have to be like to move it to tonight.
So move
or
the
Friday.
game to today.
Yeah, or Friday.
Move the game to today or Friday, or when they're not playing, right? Because what are you doing at the game? You're thinking about the Oilers the entire time, right? You want to watch the game. Like, these playoff games are incredibly precious. They're delicious. They're fantastic to watch. Which reminds me, why am I in your show? I shouldn't be on right now. So you should, and practice? We're not talking about a game. We're talking about practice. I'm talking about practice.
We're coming off a loss. I felt like we needed practice. We needed to take some routine grounders and work on pitching.
Yeah, it's not going to help. Most of the kids are going to suck forever. Here's the thing is that you're having practice. This is something that Jeb Bush, a low-energy loser, would do. Hey, guys, we have practice on game day. I don't think so, Jerry. No, I'm so disappointed and annoyed. No, I 100, and I'm dead serious. I 100% would not have a practice or a game on a conference final playoff game. I simply would not.
Okay. Well, that's
and I've lost a bit of respect for both of you.
Yeah, sorry, man. You've lost respect for me and my son, like both of us.
Well, I never respected your son. I think your son, how old is he? Is he 9?
He's 10. He just turned 10. He just turned 10. Yeah.
He's overrated. Just because he's big. I don't conflate size with athleticism like a lot of losers do. Your son, no, he sucks. I don't. Marshall, if you're listening, I have no respect for you, you 10-year-old boy. None.
All right. You know what? It is. Maybe we should let you go. Maybe we should let you go.
I think
you know what? I'm going to treat my spawn. My boy.
Let me go.
My boy. Yeah, my
you
son.
can never let me go. I'm always going to be here. Even I know the show doesn't exist, but even when you do something else, I'm still going to call. We're still going to talk every Wednesday at 7:45 your time.
I could be back working at Save on Foods again. And I'd be like, oh, sorry, can't help you right now. I got to hop on a call with Macramalla. Yeah.
When I'm on support, I will tell my wife because she will kill me. Because I will tell her, look, if ever I'm life support at 9:45 Eastern, 7:45, take the phone and put it near my near my head.
Yeah, hold it up to
and let me breathe into the phone so I can talk to Dusty and Eric. Because this is amazing. The three of us together. It's the best. It's the best. And by the best, I mean the worst. I shouldn't be on. I should be off. I shouldn't be on. I think we all agree.
With that, we'll let you go. We'll catch up with you next week.
I love you guys more than Ted Danson, who's the best. Not George Costanza, but Ted Danson. George is the worst. Ted is the best.
Bull takes. Dropping that right before we let him go. See you later. There you go. That's Eric Macramalla, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda.
Honest.
Yeah.
With your whole, I mean, that's, I think he says a lot of things that people wanted to say, but remain silent.
He can say it because we're friends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm the pretend godfather of his son.
Yeah. I love the sired text. Anytime you can fit siring into a text.
Yeah, it's big. Those are big ones. Rob from the Grove says, is it Thursday yet? Blue juice. Yeah. Hudson's game 5. Hudson's on white. A beautiful day weather-wise. Gonna be
30 degrees tomorrow. Apparently.
What?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I think I saw we're in a heat warning.
That's gross.
Yeah.
We're in a heat warning?
We're in a heat warning, baby.
Are we talking about the weather or just the red hot Edmonton Oilers?
Yeah.
Can I get a win? Oh, boy.
31 tomorrow now.
Wow, that is ridiculous.
It's too hot. Some would say too hot.
It's too hot for me.
It's too hot.
Do you know what? I'm going to cancel Marshall's baseball game. Too hot out for the kids.
It's a heat warning.
There's a heat warning.
Heat warning. You got to call it. Yeah.
It's a heat warning. It's too hot for the kids.
Yep. That's being a responsible manager. It's
That's
a responsible
manager. I like this.
Yeah.
All right, if you're watching over on YouTube today, we are 48 likes away from changing 800. Can somebody say 1,000 like show? We got to crank this thing up. Let's go. Hammer the thumbs up for us over there. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or EdmontonSportsTalk.com, we need one of you to try to win a gift certificate to Platterpalooza at Mr. Mike's.
It worked really well at the Louisiana Kitchen yesterday.
It did, right?
Popeyes
Felt right at home. If you want to play Kind of Easy Trivia today, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999, all right? Colin the Ombudsman says, Marshall after Eric's segment. I'm hit! Nielsen, my son!
Yeah, that's really good.
There's some good ones that have rolled in there today so far. All right, 780-218-9999. If you want to play kind of easy trivia when it gets to different, Mr. Mike's, text Trev right now. One of you will get chosen. You'll be the lucky one here today. Don't let us down. There's too good a vibe. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. Free advice for Damon Bunting. What do you need help with? That's a good for the Italian Center. We'll talk Nuge, and we'll also give away a VIP table to the Stingers game tonight. And then Lieutenant Eric's weekly ranking power in the wrap for William Huff. Also to come here in hour number 3 today. One more time, if you want to play kind of easy trivia, 780-218-9999. Let's get to a sports update for Windsor Plywood, Leduc.
Oilers take it 4-1 over the Stars last night down at Rogers Place. Kasperi Kapanen and Adam Henrique adding a couple of empty netters, while Leon Draisaitl and Corey Perry each had a goal and an assist. Edmonton will now take a 3-1 series lead back to Dallas for Game 5 tomorrow. Zach Hyman, meanwhile, he'd leave last night's game in the first with an upper body injury and not return. An update on his status is expected later today. Tonight, it's the Panthers in Carolina sporting a 3-1 series lead. Action gets underway at 6. Over to the Memorial Cup, where the Medicine Hat Tigers punched their ticket to the finals yesterday with a 3-1 victory over the London Knights. The final from Rimouski will go on Sunday. Tyrese Halliburton, a 32-point triple-double, leading the Pacers over the Knicks 130-121. Indiana now lead that series 3-1. Later tonight, down in OKC, the Thunder look to punch their ticket to the NBA Finals when they host the Minnesota Timberwolves. Action gets underway at 6:30. Stingers are back home to host the winless Brampton Honey Badgers in CEBL action tonight from the Expo Center. It's a game that you can hear live here on EST. Coverage starts at 7. And the Rangers shutting out the Blue Jays 2-0 down in Texas last night. Rubber match of that series will go later this evening. First pitch, 6:05. Sports Update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Try, try, try. Try, 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 try. Try, 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 try. Leon scored a goal tonight. Watching him play is quite a sight. You know this song is tight. Oilers fans, come on. You loved him endlessly since he was drafted number 3. He's a center with a size that was born in Cologne. Try to stop him, you can't do much more. That ain't no lie. You just wanna see him shoot and score. It was try, try, try. Try, try. Gonna make a fool out of you. Probably score a goal and assist on 2. You can't stop him, and that ain't no lie, 'cause it's try, try, try. Try, try. Don't even try to play him rough. Leon is a German, so you know he's tough. His hands are crazy, and Aikens loves his eyes. Yeah, it's try, try, try. Try, try. Gonna make a fool out of you. Probably score a goal and assist on 2. You can't stop him, and on your feet, he can't be beat. He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. Oh, what a treat. Get out your seat. The haters went silent. They've got nothing to say. Real fans are on their feet applauding his play. He's locking it down between the pipes. He's just shutting the door every night. Other teams, they don't know what to do. So say it with me. His name is Stu. He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. He's a winner, Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweet. Good night, golden nights. a pine and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart
Skinner. Good night, Golden Knights. Oh, gentleman's sweep still in play. Possibly a Friday morning gentleman's sweep show. If the Oilers can go on the road to Dallas, tough place to win, and finish this thing off in 5.
Good night, Dallas Stars. Right? You'd have to,
is that? Well, I'm going to be banging out
edit.
some sort of gentleman's song that night. I could see it right now. If they get it done.
Maybe to the tune of Pantera or something.
I don't know. It'll be
Dallas.
the same type of
Yeah.
chill. Yeah. All right. 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. All of our Nielson Show songs brought to you by Totem Outdoor Outfitters. New gear, used gear, trade and consign a sport for every season with hockey equipment and skates ready to go year round. They've got the great deal on right now where you have a chance to win Edmonton Oilers jersey. Get the punch card and you'll get an entry. Fill out the skating punch card. You'll get an entry as well. And not only do they have the best price on skate sharpening in the city, they also do it better than anybody else at Totem Outdoor Outfitters. 7430 99th Street or online, www.totemoutfitters.ca. You're riding with Edmonton Sports Talk today, brought to you by our partners over at Play Alberta. Download the app today and make sure you use those codes before they expire. YAG50 and 100 Sports expire at the end of May. We will have a new set of codes for June. So that is good news as well. Kind of easy trivia. That's going to be happening for Mr. Mike's. Let's find out if anything cool is happening at Mr. Mike's right now.
Yeah. Well, Dusty, thanks for asking. Mr. Mike's is certainly turning up the sizzle with Platypalooza. From barbecue rib platters to coastal combos with lobster and prawns. It's big flavor all summer long. Plus, enter for your shot at sizzling summer prizes. Get into Mr. Mike's. Platypalooza is on. Mr. Mike's. Eat locally. Enjoy casually. Blue Bayou is what you call it? Is that the trend?
Yeah, Blue Bayou. It's called Blue Bayou.
Maybe that's the Stars sweep song, Gentleman's Sweep.
You could work something in there on the old Gentleman's Sweep, hey? Mm-hmm. All right, there you go. 6 likes away from changing 800, so hammer that. Who's playing kind of easy trivia today? Trev, who do we got, buddy?
We've got Bryce, the Sparky.
Bryce the Sparky.
The Combine crew.
Going to play representing the whole crew. If he doesn't get it done, his family's a disappointment. Oh, my goodness. No pressure here for Bryce the Sparky. Bryce, you ready to play, buddy?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. I will start. Trev will start the ticker out to read the first question. Good luck. How many goals did Skinner allow last night?
1.
Name a player who scored an empty netter for the Oilers.
Kapanen.
Name the other player who scored an empty netter for the Oilers. You can pass.
Pass.
What position does Thomas Harley play?
D.
How many more wins do the Oilers need to knock off the Stars?
1.
Oh, you got it. You got it. We're good. Woo!
And he got it! That is right. I did it. Another 5. Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
You can't have a newcomer come in and steal the show.
That's a paddling.
Oh, we've been strong. We're just playing by the rules.
Ooh, you better believe that's a paddling.
And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
That's a paddling.
The first year we took it to the limit. Take it to the limit.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
I think the nasty chat's calling a trivia loss now in a teef. Don't pull it a teef.
Yeah,
almost
don't
a
go
teefed it.
Somewhere Jane is finally like, thank God.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been tough run for her for a
Exonerated,
decade.
Jane. You're off the hook.
That's good news. Here's hour number 3 for you. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio today. Once again, huge shout out to everybody who popped by all the Popeyes locations yesterday. We got 3 questions too many right away. Free advice for Damon Bunting. What do you need help with? What advice are you seeking? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. What advice do you need? And then, that's good for the Italian Center. We'll talk more about the Nuge, and we'll do a little Association City trivia for Stingers tickets VIP table tonight.
Yeah.
Courtesy our title sponsors over at Play Alberta. We got a VIP table tonight to the Stingers game. So if you want to get your hands on that, you have to answer an Association City question.
So if you just text in LeBron now, you can maybe get ahead of the game.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's no way. No way.
Flip.
But maybe. But no way.
Or MJ. Either or. You got a 50-50 chance. Right? You'll have some sort of disparaging trivia.
If you texted MJ, you also have to tech in Pippen and Phil Jackson because he needed them to have success. but for real.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into 3 questions too many. Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segment today?
3 questions too many is brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda. And it's dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who would like to congratulate the Medicine Hat Tigers on advancing to the Memorial Cup Final.
Yeah.
How about that? And we always
big win against London.
Well, we always say that the Western representative, they go there and they don't got the horses. They don't got the 3-0 now.
Yeah, you got Gavin McKenna, you got the horses.
No, I know.
And they've had a lot of guys playing well, though, for
absolutely,
them.
Absolutely. And Button said it yesterday as well, so he likes them.
Button said he'd be stunned if it's not a London Medicine Hat Final.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
London will be looking for revenge after last night, and that'll be happening on Sunday. Big Uke over in the chat says the Henrique disrespect from Bryce is crazy. I had no idea Bryce Sparky was a huge Henrique hater.
That's
refused to even say it. All right, do you have a Twitter account, Rick?
I do. It's at Lieutenant_Eric, where the results are in from yesterday's poll, Dusty. Catcher wins.
How close was it?
Gobbling 48.8%, back catcher 43.3%, and bat catcher 7.8%.
See, the 7.8% of idiots that said back catcher, if they would have just said back catcher, which is probably what they should have said because they were on back, back catcher would have won.
But they probably couldn't read it properly.
I'm stunned it was as close as it was.
You hear back and it's bat.
Changing 100.
What was that? Was that a changing 800? I'd love to see it. 1,000 likes incoming. If you're on TuneIn or iHeart or at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, slide on over, hammer the thumbs up for us, and let's smash out 1,000 likes to start the day. We will have the hangout coming up from 9 to 11. Wednesday hangouts: Belzy, Jasmine, Tommy, Maddie.
Yeah. Does Tommy go any shorter today?
It is.
Remember the last show?
It is impossible.
Wow.
For Gazzola's shorts to be. We thought you could see a bit of his butt.
You could see his butt cheeks.
We think you could see one of his butt cheeks.
Yeah. The
inner thigh butt cheek. I think you, Trev, can you confirm this for? Did you also see?
No, I saw it.
Yeah. Okay, it's out there.
They were like bikini bottoms.
It's out there. We saw inner thigh Tommy butt cheek on the hangout last time on Monday.
Yep.
He wasn't shy.
That was the first.
That's incredible.
He said, "Feast your eyes, nasties."
Is that what he said?
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying for him.
Those had to have been the shortest shorts we've ever had on the hangout.
It's a record for him.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, nasty. Oh, shortest shorts. Make this a competition.
With himself.
Impossible. It's impossible to have when you can
He's just
see
beating himself
the lower part of somebody's butt cheek in their shorts. It's impossible to have shorter shorts.
Do you at all subscribe to the theory that, Matt was saying, well, when you sit down in shorts, they ride up? Like I'm not.
Well, yeah, sure. When you sit down in pants, they ride up a little bit too.
But
all pants or shorts ride up.
Not that much.
I don't know.
But if you know they're going to ride up that much, don't wear those short of shorts.
No,
or do. It's okay.
I think he likes the attention.
As is said over in the chat, Tommy should just rip it off and just wear Daisy Dukes. Just wear Daisy Dukes. Daisy Dukes look sexy
Got my
on
vote.
anybody.
Got my vote.
Men, women, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see what happens on the hangout today. But it should be a good one. We should start measuring Tommy Shorts when he comes in.
I agree.
And
with
have
a tape
limit.
measure, like a limit. Say, Tommy, wait a second. Before you're allowed on the hangout today,
You send him
got to
home.
make sure there's 14 inches here.
Yeah.
And
He
that's
comes
it.
in at 13, you're going home.
Go home. And he'll say, what are you talking about? I said, you go look in the HR handbook that HR Daddy put together, the employee handbook. And it says in there, shorts must be at least 14 inches or longer.
Section 8.6.
Yeah,
Read the fine print.
And then Tommy slaps me. And I go, I'm hit. And HR Daddy goes, my son.
You built to that.
I built that one out.
You knew it from the start.
It's a fun bit. That's where I was headed. I was trying to lay it out properly, but that's where I was headed anyway. All right, here we go. Question number 1. And send in your questions. And we need advice. Let's see here. What's this one? Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Sean, I can get to that one for you. If you need advice, send in what you need help with. We'll give you that free advice for Damon Bunting coming up. Question number 1 for 3 questions too many for Park Mazda. Do you guys think Stuart Skinner, if he keeps playing the way he could, or the way he is, do you think he could win the Conn Smythe?
I do, because if he's playing like this, it's lights out. And when we were talking so much about this team and storylines attached, this team, if they roar back to force the game 7 last year after going 3, then ultimately don't get the cup. They come back this year, knock off the team that story is great. But the Skinner story as well, with him getting totally annihilated in this market. A local guy as well. Like, the whole story around it is good. Not to mention just his play and the stats, but the story surrounding it. I think if this continues, absolutely.
His first 2 games sucked. But the first 2 games, the team also was not good at all.
True.
Since he came back, he's been really good.
Yeah, but people were firing him into the sun.
Yeah. I would still say it's unlikely.
Yeah, but it's a conversation I think you can have.
If they need to win 5 more games. And if they win 5 more games and he has a shutout or allows just 1 goal in all 5 games, which is how he's been playing lately, then he might put himself in that conversation. He would probably need 3 more shutouts. I mean, it's going to go to Connor McDavid anyway. I think. But what a story it is that we're even legitimately having this conversation.
Exactly, yeah.
But if he plays as good as he has in the last 5 or 6 games,
he should be in it.
For the next 5 or 6 games, he'll get votes. He'll get some votes. Question number 2. Guys, if they do go with Jeff Skinner in the lineup, where do you think they play him? Where do they slot him in? And Trev, what do you bring yourself back in there, Trev? We'll get your. Actually, Trev, what do you think about Skinner as a possible Conn Smythe candidate if he continues to do what he's doing?
He continues to put up these numbers. I don't see why he wouldn't. Yeah, he's right in the conversation. Just looking at the percentage now, 9-10. He's been able to.
That's his playoff long percentage.
Yeah,
which we always say is what you need to win a cup if you're the Oilers.
And that's, from the looks of it, it's trending upwards as well. So if he keeps on doing this trajectory, his numbers are going to be up there. I think he should very well be in the conversation. It would be awesome to see the story as well. And then Jeff Skinner, should he be in the lineup?
Yeah, well, if they go, let's just say, if I would think they're going to go 11-7, but if Skinner is in, where would you play him? Or where do you think they play him? I think the question was, where do you think they slot him in?
I don't think he'd find any value in the bottom 6, but I'd say put him in the top 6, but there's no way that's going to happen. So he'd have to be in the 4th line grinds for Jeff Skinner, but I just don't see his game. Like, he's not a 4th line player. So,
well, that's why I think that's why
he's going to be out.
Even though, there's that. That's probably why he doesn't draw back in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they would. I'm just trying to think if they stick with what they're rolling. Where do they slot? Where do you think they'd slot him, Rick?
Slot Jeff Skinner?
Yeah,
press box.
If he gets in,
press box.
He's just not getting in.
Maybe the hallway to the bench. Do you remember when all those hurt guys were there and they were giving fist bumps? Maybe that's it.
That's the closest as he's.
Man. Yeah, like a wrestling manager type of thing. He could wear a very brightly colored suit and kind of lead them on and that type of thing.
It could.
I
just I think fingers crossed that Connor Brown can go come Stanley Cup Final time.
He will. It's concussion protocol, right?
If he's good, then maybe they revisit the line that they were sticking with near the end of the season there. Skinner, Connor Brown, McDavid. Do you think they'd revisit that?
No chance.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Oh, which is too... it looked okay. It had some chances, but yeah.
Question number 3. Boys, any more word on the nasty vacay chatter from yesterday? Well, we're very early into this
there's
process.
Words, there's chatter.
Yeah, there's buzz.
Get your passports ready.
There's buzz. Yeah, get your passports ready.
It will be a southern trip, though, right? We're not going to Alaska.
We're not going to Alaska. We're likely not going to the United States. We took some suggestions yesterday. If you missed it yesterday on the show, we did do a little bit on it. Expedia Cruises, Chelsea over at Expedia Cruises has hopped on board. And any sort of trip you're going on, contact Chelsea. You got the number kicking around? Or grab that number.
Yes, I do. Would you like it right now?
Any trip, not just our trip, but if you're traveling, Chelsea is, and this is not just some sort of rando who reached out. Chelsea is a hardcore AM nasty like you guys.
Yeah, phone her and give her a
Trev,
line.
Your old roommate Tony knows Chelsea.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny story.
Tony's the girl that you loved as a child.
Oh my gosh.
We're trying to be honest and transparent with everybody.
I didn't even know what love was.
This is the one that you loved.
May I say, does anyone forget the fact that this was in grade 2? It was in grade 2, and people are saying this was in high school. This was in grade 2.
Yeah.
Borderline kindergarten. So, no. We're good friends.
Okay, all right, anyway. Your good friend knows Chelsea. Chelsea listens to the station.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Religiously, she listens to the show. So.
Yeah, to every single one. And she brought up, I listen to Edmonton Sports Talk. And then Tony's like, hey, that's crazy. Do you know, have you heard of YouTube Trev? She's like, oh my gosh, he's so awesome. And I'm like, what the heck?
Listen to these stories you're making up.
This is, no.
Her name isn't even really Chelsea.
No, this is the honest to God truth. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So whenever Tony brings up Chelsea, it always makes me smile because she has really good things to say about it.
And Chelsea was great because she was nervous to email us and ask us about doing business with us.
This was big for her. Yeah, this was awesome.
So this is big for her. And if you're traveling, many of you are traveling, around throughout the year. Do you have the number? You have Chelsea's number?
I do.
Okay, give us. So this is Chelsea's number at Expedia Cruises.
Chelsea LaBelle, Expedia Cruises, Northeast Edmonton. Phone is 780-970-4834. That's 780-970-4834.
So if you're planning any trips or anything, Chelsea, you'd be in good hands with Chelsea. Anyway, the suggestions that we had yesterday, lots of, all inclusive in Mexico with the option, to golf, and then you can go on excursions and things like that. Somebody said the Bahamas. I think somebody said the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So there'll be a bunch of. So
you're not going back to Cuba. You kind of ruled that out.
I've done Cuba.
Yeah, you weren't a fan.
I think my favorite thing about Cuba was Fast and the Furious 8 or 9.
Oh.
Dom was there for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Chelsea's going to give us some dates and some trip options, and then we can kind of go through them and lock something in. And you can roll out on a vacation next January, February, March-ish with Rick and I. Somewhere fun. So that'll be a good time. But I mean, that's the word from yesterday is that we're working.
Well, and then we've also set our sights, and the bar has been set for a year-long cruise and doing the show. We ran it past I wanted.
We talked to Maddie about it.
He'll run the numbers, and we'll kind of get that going eventually.
We said to Maddie, Maddie, what do you think about internet connection on a cruise line for a year?
Yeah.
And he said, give away the Stinger's VIP table, you idiots.
Sailing the Seven Seas with Dustin Nielsen. You could,
pirate voices. Yeah. All different types of wherever we are in the
goodbye
world. We
to
have
our
the
significant
access.
others while we say goodbye.
See you for a year. Marshall's standing there at the edge as the boat pulls away.
And you call CFL games, but remotely from the ship.
You could do it.
We have the technology.
Probably going to force us to do it in 10 years anyway.
That's right.
So, yeah, it would be a good time. Colin Bomber says, okay, but when's the nasty? But we laid it out. Golf tournament in July. Nasty Bash in August. Estes in September. Fun Spiel in the midwinter. Nasty vacay to somewhere warm with us in the midwinter as well. And then Super Bowl party, obviously, can be a bit of a runaway sometimes too.
Sure.
So, yeah, lots of fun stuff.
And a watch party tomorrow night.
And I would say, a watch party tomorrow night, Hudson's on White. I'm just thinking of the boxes that we would have to check off. In the final years of 1260, we couldn't have done any of this.
Oh.
There would be no Estes. There wasn't even a golf tournament. They canceled that.
We will bring
their Nasty Bash would have never got approved.
We will bring noodles to your slow pitch game.
Yeah.
I know Dave loved that promotion a lot.
It's
hot bowl of noodles.
It's so
baseball game.
So much better here.
What you want.
God, the shackles are off.
Oh.
And it's a lot of fun. All right, let's get into free advice for Damon Bunting. Buying or selling, Bunting is your guy. If you want to do business with somebody who, first of all, is such a good guy, he's in my top 5 list of guys I wish I had more time to be better friends with. He will sell your home immediately. And I think nowadays a lot of the talk is get more than you're asking.
Is that what they say?
That's what I heard. That's the rumor mill. Bunting is community driven. He understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate as well. He's a big supporter of the Stingers as well. We're going to give away that one of the hardest questions you'll ever see coming up just after 8:30. All right, Trev, do you need advice today? It sounded like you said you need advice. You're
No,
okay.
I just love giving advice.
Oh, you do love. Okay, what do you need help with, everybody? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Oh, this one isn't. Lots of good suggestions coming in for the trip, so that's good. Rob from the Grove says, "Do you guys have those Mr. Mike's cards yet?" Maddie, yes. Maddie picked them up. I'll give you the advice to come on in and pick those up today. Parkside. Oh, this is an interesting one. Oh, he's not asking for the conch. He's just telling the story. No, he is asking for a conch. We usually save conches for pretty drastic situations in the 8 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
Parkside's instant story, boys. I'm just getting mobile here. 8 a.m. conch. He even knows. He said, haha. He knows he's not going to get it. But this is a great story. Surprised my 2 kids that they were off to the game yesterday. Once we were inside Rogers, my son says to me, "I can't believe we're here." Melted my heart. Was worth the hearing loss from the game and getting home at 3 a.m. A great memory. Parkside. Where do you live, man? You tell me you just didn't keep your kids out downtown until 3 a.m. You must live hours out of town.
Crack the window.
You know what? Not a conch, but a clap from a parent.
Yes.
When I was watching the game last night, Muzz went to bed. She goes to bed after the second period. She has no time for the drama of a third period. She's like, "I'm tired, put me to bed." She went to bed, but Marshall and I are watching the game, and as the crowd's cheering and stuff, he goes, "Daddy, that's where we were sitting."
Yeah.
Like that was a huge thing for him. So
the DiCaprio,
I love this Parkside story with his kids. Like they will never forget. You know what? Damn it. I am going to
do it. Yeah.
How can we not?
Ryan from SK also wanted a conch outside of the 6 o'clock hour. His wife turns 40 today.
Yeah,
She's a man.
I'm not doing that though.
She's a man.
Yeah, I mean, I can't just do it for random wife's birthdays. I can't. I mean, this was a special moment with kids. Can't get too. Sorry, Ryan from SK. You know what? No. Where is it here? You know what? I'll do this. Your wife's 40. I'll give you the old conch.
Yeah. I'm sure it even take the Barry Hinson. I mean,
the old my wife. Oh yeah, I don't know if I had that one loaded up here. Tyler's asking, guys, where's the EST watch party broadcast for Thursday? It will be at Hudson's on White. There'll be a ton of nasties there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there'll be a ton of nasties in the house. White Ave. Right after work, you can head on down. Tommy will be there 5 o'clock, ready to roll for the pregame show, postgame to follow as well. All right, let's get to a couple more free. Redbeard saying Tommy in a Speedo today. God,
sure. Have to put that behind a paywall though. Hey,
yep.
Yeah, that's Nasty Club only. Oh, here's the one from. There's one from Sean that I want to get to because it really kind of ties in. Yeah, here we are. Sean says, and Trev, you might be in the same situation. I mean, the whole city might be this morning. Sean says, what advice would you give someone who's panicking with Hyman being done for the season? I'm asking for a friend. My advice would be embrace some of that panic because it shows how important he is to the team and how much you care about the team and how much you care about Zach Hyman and the way he's been playing. So I would embrace the panic a little bit. I would also suggest that have faith in the depth of this team and the way that they're playing as a complete unit.
Yeah.
And that will probably, get you out of the paper bag that you're hyperventilating into this morning.
Yeah.
So,
and keep the bag around for the final series if and when the Panthers get there as well. Maybe you can have a few.
There'll be moments.
But right now, I mean, let's give it some time and let's see what happens.
Panthers.
Expect the worst, hope for the best.
Panthers, Oilers, assuming it happens, could be a very good series, at least up until Bush concusses Barkov because he's a bad boy now.
Evan's revenge.
Boosh is doing that bad boy life.
Who's tapping now? Imagine he gets eggplant.
I want an AI photo of Boosh in a T-Birds jacket from Greece. He's entering his Danny Zuko era. Trev, how are you dealing with the panic of the Hyman injury?
That's actually really good advice, what you said. I don't know. I'm freaking out too, man. Like this morning I woke up, I was not happy. It's been on my mind all morning. Like that's a significant loss if he is out. But I like what you said. Other guys got to step up. The Oilers do have more depth this year than last year. And I do like that. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. If Jeff Skinner does get the chance, if Connor Brown slots in, I mean, that's good. But I mean, you still need someone to replace Zach Hyman. So is it Jeff Skinner? I don't know. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And you never know. That's a big question mark looming on Jeff Skinner's. We really don't know what kind of player he is in the playoffs. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, but significant loss there, and I am freaking out.
Someone said Skinner should be running the bench doors.
Oh, that would be nice, but he has to wear a helmet.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And an Oilers tracksuit or something.
17 likes away from changing 900. We have to hit 1,000 today. And it's a playoff show.
We're giving away tickets for crying.
We're going to give away Stingers VIP. We're not just giving away tickets. We're giving a VIP table.
You got the VIP
table. It's a VIP table that we're going to be giving away. I want to get to this one as well. Saskatoon Munchers in. Nom, 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 nom. Hey, boys, so I watched Sunday afternoon's game on my patio. I brought the TV outside, 5 minutes left in the game, and the wind blows it over. Broke the TV and still haven't told my fiance yet. Do I tell her before buying a new TV, or do I just buy one and act like nothing has happened? Well, I mean, I do think it would be hilarious. If you buy a TV, it's slightly different, but you try to pass it off as it's the old one. She'll think she's going crazy.
Twice the size.
It's much. It's like
I think you need to get your eyes examined.
Oh, so you're not thinking just different brands.
No,
you're thinking like
really.
You're going from a 50-inch to a 66-inch, 65-inch.
Yeah.
What's is that it?
But then gaslight her and say, "What? No, I think
what's
it's
this
your
TV?
eyes.
That's what do you mean? That's our regular TV." No, this is a much bigger TV. No, that's she pulls up pictures of the old TVs. No, this is our old TV. No, it's just you're standing at a different angle.
You bifocals by the end of the day.
For our reasons, for our purposes, I want you to buy the new TV and attempt the TV switch. But as a fiance, I think you should probably just be honest with her. And you'll probably get brownie points for being honest, you coward. So that's what I would do. All right, coming up. That's good for the Italian Center. That's free advice for Damon Bunting. Buying or selling, bottom line is, Nasty should be doing business with Bunting. He's the best. That's good. Coming up, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins continues to torch the Dallas Stars. We will get into that, and we've got Association City trivia for a VIP table and experience at the Stingers game tonight, courtesy of our great presenting partners over at Play Alberta, plus Lieutenant Eric's weekly rankings of power. And the what are you ranking today? What are you up to? Something to do with Zach Hyman?
No.
Okay. Give me one clue. Even if it's not even remotely close, but I could kind of link to it.
It might be fun.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It might have to do with the action of fun or the word fun.
Still don't get it.
Might.
That's okay though. That's okay.
It might feature some
don't spoil
things.
Don't spoil it for us. That's coming up. Lieutenant Eric's weekly rankings power, the wrap for William Huff. How good is the Nuge right now? We'll get into that. And a VIP table for the Stingers, a little Association City trivia. Let's get to a sports update right now for a place where it's always game day, including where it was game day last night, Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge.
You can't do it.
Changing 900?
Changing 900. Whoop. Oilers 4-1 over the Stars last night to take a commanding 3-1 series lead. Back to Dallas for Game 5 tomorrow. Stuart Skinner, 28 saves in the win, while Leon Draisaitl and Corey Perry each had a goal and an assist. Zach Hyman, though, would leave the game in the first with an upper body injury and not return. A full update on his status is expected later today. Later tonight, it'll be the Carolina Hurricanes back home down 3-1 to the Panthers, looking to stay alive. Action gets underway at 6. The Medicine Hat Tigers are off to the Memorial Cup Finals as they defeat the London Knights 3-1 last night. The final will go Sunday from Rimouski. Pacers over the Knicks, 130-121. Indiana now lead the Eastern Conference Finals 3-1. Later tonight from Oklahoma City, it'll be the Thunder looking to punch their ticket to the finals as they're 3-1 up on the Timberwolves. Action starts at 6:30. Closer to home, the Stingers return to the Expo Center to host the winless Brampton Honey Badgers tonight. It's a game that you can hear live on EST. Our coverage begins at 7. And the rubber match between the Blue Jays and Rangers goes later tonight from Arlington. First pitch, 6:05. Sports Update is presented by Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge. With wall-to-wall TVs, daily food and drink specials, it is the place to be for every Oilers game. Every day is game day at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge.
Ferdinand Salas is my gaga.
Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia para mi batía. Arriba y arriba. Ay, arriba y arriba. Por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero. Soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Everybody now. Ba la bamba. Ba la bamba.
That's her Bamba. EST Afternoons with Hernan and Gager.
You'll be getting another one of those
day.
Today.
Well, no, not today. He only sings after series.
No, that's BS. You gotta goad him into it.
Do you think I should just talk to him as his boss and be like, you are required to sing it today?
Much like Tommy Shorts.
I don't think I've ever told anybody really to do anything.
Add it into the book.
All right, we are changing 900. Trev, give it to us. Give it to us. Here we go. Here we go.
Changing 100. Changing 100.
There we go. We got to change 1,000. Hammer the thumbs up for us. You know what? This is an interesting market. We got text messages coming in about Hyman.
Oh, yeah.
And it's funny because it's always, I know a guy who knows a guy, knows a guy, knows a guy.
My neighbor.
But in this situation, I kind of tend to sort of buy into it a little bit. This text is in. Says, guys, a little bit of insider info that I got. My brother's friend's dad is operating on Hyman's wrist this morning. Doesn't sound promising for the playoffs.
Brother's friend's dad is a pretty, like when we're talking about those degrees of separation.
Yeah, I think somebody in the market today confirmed that Hyman's not going to play in Game 5. Breaking news.
That's
breaking news.
That's amazing stuff.
Some people just have great sources.
But no word yet on whether he will play in the playoffs.
But I mean, if we do hear today that Hyman had surgery on his wrist today, we need to remember that it came from a nasty's friend's brother's dad.
Yes.
That's who had it first.
Yeah.
It wasn't Friedman. It wasn't anybody. It was a brother. It was a friend of a brother's dad who had it first.
The Peristro's inbox breaking and Bruce Simpson's daughter breaking the Ken Holland to the Kings. I mean, she had that way before anybody else.
It definitely looked like it could be the wrist though. And that's so sad.
But let's take this and turn it. You think these guys won't be jacked up to do it for Hyman? No.
Oh, win it for Hymes.
They got Benny yesterday. We got all that. But Hyman, of all the guys on this roster that you would say, hey, if he's off of it, not playing, to give the guys an extra motivational juice, it'd be Zach Hyman.
That could be that guy.
He takes Jeff Skinner's job running the bench now, even with a broken wrist.
I see you get that wrist operated on, put a hard cast on it, and just get back out there and start banging bodies again.
If anybody's to do it, he would.
Why not? Yeah. Why not? All right, let's get into that's good for the Italian Center. If you're looking for an idea for a quick dinner tonight, well, they've got a ton of them. I mean, you can pop on in. We suggest right now, because of the charity component with Sports Central, the pepperoni Principi available at all Italian Center locations. $2 from every one of those Principis will be going to Sports Central, which is an awesome cause. But you can also pop in, pick up the pasta dishes for a family of 4. They'll get the job done. You can get the meatball subs maybe.
Go to the deli and just get 200 grams of thinly sliced prosciutto for yourself. And carry it around all day and just eat little pieces of meat.
Oh, just a little piece of meat.
You have a treat.
You pull it out and it's a tin of chew. And it's in a time, but you pop it open and it's just a piece of prosciutto.
A little prosciutto in your lip. I tell you,
pack it in.
I got 150 grams, didn't make its way home once. Ate it all in the car.
Just a nice little car. If you don't have car meat, what are we even doing here?
Well, that's,
right? Swing on by, get your car treats at the Italian Center. I don't mind this idea from T. Wilson saying, just slot in Hyman without a stick, and he's just out there to get hits.
Don't mind that.
He just flying in there, hitting with the other arm and the other shoulder.
Get that record.
Just go out there and just start, what do we say? He can't be sniping Ched, but he could still be banging heads. From Tales of the North, North yesterday. How good... You always love the Nuge because he's here. He's a true survivor. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is the ultimate National Hockey League survivor. He survived a million coaches. He survived the decade of darkness. And now here he is putting himself in a conversation with Wayne Gretzky for most points through 5 games of a like it's an all-time feel-good story. And if the Oilers do win the Stanley Cup, do you think McDavid hands that off to Nuge first?
Yep.
Nothing against Leon.
No.
But I think it's got to be Nuge first.
I think Leon would be here for it.
Yeah,
I think he
fully support it.
He'd understand. Like, there's no...
I could see the big boys handing it off to each other, but the Nuge has been through it all.
Yeah.
And this series feels like Ryan Nugent-Hopkins' legacy series in that it's not like he's lighting the world on fire by burying a bunch. He's just setting guys up over and over and over again. Hell, in the Nuge song, what does it say? Where's that Nuge song? Let me bring up the Nuge song.
Play it, yeah.
Let's play this Nuge song. You'll hear it. It says he's like 99 in a way. And then I think it says Scout said his vision was the very best. And the Dallas Stars right now, they can't keep up with that vision.
No.
And we've been talking about this for 14 years. And the Nuge is he's just getting it done right now. Where's that Nuge song? Where's here we are.
Mustache cause he's too young, but he's playing like a superstar. Oilers took him at number 93 on, and he's been great so far. No one was sure if he would make the team. Scott said his vision was the very best.
Scout said his vision was the very best.
Game-winning goals and 5-point nights. It sure looks like he passed the test. He's like 99 in a way. He rarely makes a mistake. He's on the right track, baby, or the Nuge can play. Just make your way to the net. Stick on the ice and you're set. The Nuge will find you, baby. He was born to play.
Dry? Not.
Safe to say the Nuge can play. Baby, oh, the Nuge can play. Along with
Dry? Not.
Safe to say the Nuge can play. On the right track, baby, oh, the Nuge can play.
We don't usually drop goal songs for guys for just setting up sweet goals with apples of themselves. But had to do it.
Noodles mentioned it this morning. His synapse is firing. Like his mind he is seeing the game on a different plane than everybody else is, right? Like it's a different dimension that he's unlocked.
Feeding it to Draisaitl for a one-timer is always a good idea.
Sure.
The play he made on the Perry goal where came across, little drag, defender lifts the stick up, slides it over. Perry didn't even get it. Like he got enough of it, but then he was still trying to, he's like, oh, but it didn't matter. Like Nuge placed that puck perfectly. And just, this is why he works so well and why I think he's always been so important to the power play is he's so smart offensively. Right? He doesn't have the wheels of Connor McDavid. He doesn't have the high speed puck handling ability of Connor McDavid. He doesn't have the one-timer of Leon Draisaitl. He doesn't have the ability to protect the puck with his body like Leon Draisaitl. Obviously, Bush is a different monster back there. Nuge is not really going to be a net front presence. But he, in the large part, is what makes that power play work because he knows when he has to move that puck, where he has to move it to. And I thought it was just a phenomenal play. He's just so smart. He always has been. It's the moment they got him.
Luke in Cowtown says the Nuge sets up McDavid to lift the cup. Just a little pre-lift. Hey?
Oh, just a little. Here we go. I don't know. I mean, you'd love to see a lot of these guys win a Stanley Cup, but I have to tell you, I don't know if it'll feel better for anybody than Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who's been through all of the you-know-what with this team in this city.
The nasty chat is they need the Eyes remix. Some are saying they saw it in his eyes. Specifically, Dallas Aikens.
Where's that? Do I have an Eyes remix kicking around? Is that in? Hey, in honor of the Nuge.
Horse eyes.
Anyway, the Nuge is good for the Italian Center right now. Do we want some Association City trivia for this VIP tape? Maddie, we're doing it. We're doing it, Maddie. I know you're proud. A couple days later than Maddie wanted us to. But VIP table for the Stingers game tonight, courtesy of our great partners over at Play Alberta. And Play Alberta is going to be dishing out a ton of stuff to all the nasties through us. We're just the middleman here. VIP table. And you can listen to the game tonight right here on Edmonton Sports Talk as well. The radio home of both the Stingers and the Riverhawks again this season. All you have to do is tell me which player in the last decade, in the 2010s to 2020s, which player went to 8 consecutive NBA finals.
Yeah.
Text in the correct answer, and you will go into the draw, and then Eric will draw one of your names at the end of the show. You'll win a VIP table tonight at the Stingers game. The Stingers games are great. You get to the
Greg Oden.
Not Greg Oden, but good guess. Try again.
He could have, though, if he didn't get hurt so much, right?
Which player went to 8 consecutive NBA championship series between 2010 and 2020? Who was it? Text in the answer to 780-218-9999. If you get it correct, you go into the draw VIP table tonight. I do appreciate people who are just trolling and not even trying to win the table.
Jordan. Why not?
No, it was not him. Yeah, but he would have if he didn't leave.
But as you
Except
said,
he came back and got eliminated by the Magic and then ran and got Dennis Rodman because he needed help.
As you say, if you're going to text in MJ, you have to also add on, the rest. You can't just have him on his own.
Let's get to some of the answers. LeBron James, King James, LeBron James. These are all correct answers. You're all going to go into the draw for the VIP table tonight. Eric will contact one of you after the show. You'll win a VIP table tonight. Nice little Wednesday night. Oilers aren't playing. Don't have to worry about it. Slide on down. Go support the local basketball team. There's such a great vibe at Stingers.
And it's hot outside. Guess what? It's going to be in the Expo. It's going to be cool in the Expo.
Cool, except for the shooting.
Oh, that's going to be
Stingers
red hot.
shooting will be red hot. But once again, congratulations to all of you who know so much about basketball and got this question correct.
You thought you had the
I like
stuff
Andrew
too,
saying
didn't you?
King James. Put a crown on it.
Yeah. Sweeten up the text a bit.
I want to do association trivia every day.
Sure.
Because I got so many things I can. There's lots of different answers.
Sure, yes. Lots of different questions.
Different things.
Yes.
All right, let's get into Lieutenant Eric's weekly rankings of power. We are 30 likes away from changing 1,000. So we got to get to 1,000 today. Hammer the thumbs up if you're watching, or if you're on TuneIn or iHeart or EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Let's take care of this business right now. Slide on over, hammer the thumbs up. What are we doing for the weekly rankings today?
Best things to come out of this Oilers Cup run thus far.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is going to be a good one.
It's only 10.
Out of nowhere, off the top rope.
Play along at home.
Okay.
Or add things that I've missed or think you should that should be making this top 10.
Woo, let's do it, buddy. Number 10.
Can I get a win? Yeah.
That's number 10? A win, yeah.
That hurts.
That hurts. All right. Well, I thought win, yeah would be higher. Not
too.
sure I like this list. By the way, Adore from 780.
Yes.
Popped by Popeyes yesterday.
Yes.
Dropped off these socks, actually. I'm wearing these socks today.
Hey.
They're nice blue socks. They say pick last in gym class. But yeah, they got lots of socks at 780 as well.
Funny.
Anyway, he said, yeah, you guys sold out your win, yeah shirts.
Yeah. Are we surprised?
No, I mean, they should maybe
probably
do another run here.
Some other stuff on the shelf there still you can pick up. Maybe.
Yeah, there might be other shirts that don't sell. Number 9.
The Principe pepperoni pizza pies.
God, that's been great too.
That was good too. And Gene as well getting the haircut. A lot of people thought that would curse the team. In fact, it's propelled them on. So Gene Principe plus the Principe pepperoni pizza pies from the Italian Center.
Number 8.
Hernan Salas singing La Bamba on EST afternoons.
Or as I like to call it, Her Bamba.
Or his lack of singing La Bamba on EST afternoons.
Ridiculous. Number 7.
Bonnie Doon Ron going to sleep after 2 periods. It is something that a lot of people have their rituals, but that's a ritual that we kind of attached ourselves to. And, he's been, if you want to credit anybody with the Oilers' success, it would be Bonnie Doon Ron.
Number 6.
The Wig of Destiny, which is not 2 straight days now, has not made an appearance on the program.
Well, I will tomorrow morning.
Okay,
we're going to be in studio.
Yeah,
8 o'clock hour. I'll have the Wig of Destiny on.
Okay. Because we was missing from Popeyes yesterday.
I know I forgot about that. That was my bad, but it didn't matter. That's how good this team is. Number 5.
The watch parties, and you could do a top 10 out of the watch parties alone.
could, yeah.
The Blue Juice at Hudson's, the Tony getting in Hernan's ear about Evan Bouchard trade proposals at Boston Pizza Westgate, the Canadian Ice House, to which Tommy was looking like a Don last night. Every location, each has its own little story.
Shorts are pretty
Win
short
what you wear.
too. Those are riding up. You might get to see Tommy's balls today.
Oh, boy. I like dropping things and getting him to pick them up.
Yeah. All right, number 4.
The playoff anthem.
It's a good one this year.
It's in honor of Reed Wilkins, right? The old Def Leppard.
Yeah.
It's a banger. I think it's the first playoff anthem where nobody had a problem with it. Every playoff anthem you've done, I hate Bector.
This
one's 100% of the vote.
Makes you feel very nice. Okay, number 3.
The artificial intelligence songs.
Yeah, there's been some good ones there.
Absolutely.
I think
that's why it's a slot higher than the playoff anthem.
This one's still my favorite, though. Good night, Golden Knights, eh? That's a banger. All right, number 2.
Hold your horses there. Josh Slosh Clausen's Tequila Fueled Belief song. That thing's... He believed.
He did believe. That was after they...
And that
was in the King series.
If you're looking at markers and laying down markers of turning points in this run, that could be it. And Poor went out for old Josh, too, in the Knicks last night as he was bitching about the refereeing all over Twitter last night.
And look, it looks really bad when fans complain about officiating. All right, number 1.
The number 1 and best things to come out of this Oilers Cup run, the Gentleman's Sweep Show.
Gentleman's Sweep Show. Yeah. Got it. I'll do this again, too. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Gentleman's Sweep Show. Can you imagine Friday, boys? Oh, I'm so nervous.
You can't.
I'm worried.
Good night.
Good night.
Golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweep. Good night. Golden nights. Cup and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart Skinner. Good night, Golden Knights. Oh, it is so sweet.
Gentleman's Sweep Show was our most viewed morning show of all time, and set the likes record with like 700. What was the new record now? 17. Yeah, take a look at it.
But we even had people saying like, "I'm out."
Yeah, the one guy was like, I'm going to go listen to AM. Awesome, man. Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Gentleman's Sweep Show was an all-timer.
Hit at parties.
And Friday, if they win Thursday night, Friday's Gentleman's Sweep on steroids.
Look what I'm staring at, that bottle of port.
Bottle of port over there.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Wine of the week. Wine of the week.
And we've got our watches now.
Sure, yeah.
So we can be checking the time all the time.
Yeah. Monocles. And
1,727.
That's the record now, 1727.
Yep.
All right, so our new likes record is 1727 because of the Gentleman's Sweep Show.
Line them up.
12 likes away from 1,000 today. So if you're watching on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. We're not going anywhere until we hit that. The hangout's coming up. We'll have Jasmine, we will have Belzy, we will have Tommy, and we will have Maddie. So it's a loaded hangout for you. I'll be back with Huss of the Lock Shop. We're going to start talking a little bit of CFL. We got some golf picks today as well. And then obviously a ton of talk about the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars. Look at that NBA game tonight a little bit as well. That'll lead into the oil stream today, which will be followed by EST afternoons. And then Reed Wilkins show from 3 until 6. All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, get it done. Bruce and the team at William Huff. These pom-poms is hell. This is the most work these pom-poms have ever gotten in a year. And they're holding up great.
They shed, but then they also regrow back. It's amazing stuff.
It's like a chia pet. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. www.williamhuff.com if you need your place to get taken to the next level. What did we learn on the show today, boys?
Well, Terry Bradshaw, you might know him, hey? You remember him?
Yeah.
He said that it's a joke that the Steelers were ever in pursuit of Aaron Rodgers. He said, to me, it's just a joke.
So is that done? Did Rodgers go somewhere else? Why were you caring what Bradshaw said out of today?
We learned that this morning. That Terry Bradshaw thinks the Steelers' pursuit of Aaron Rodgers is a joke. That's what we learned. We also learned somebody's dad's cousin's friend, brother, husband knows a doctor. Right? Like that's
it was
another breaking news from the Paris Dreulers.
My brother's friend's dad is operating on Hyman's wrist this morning.
Yes.
So that was something that was sent in as well. All right, Trev, give it to us.
Changing 500. Whoop. Whoop. Changing 500. Whoop.
Do it 10. Give us 10s. Give us 10s. There we go.
Changing 100.
1.
Changing 100.
2.
Changing 100.
3,
Changing 100.
4,
Changing 100.
5,
Changing 100.
6,
Changing 100.
7,
Changing 100.
8,
Changing 100.
9,
Changing 100.
10. That's 1,000 right there. We got the hangout coming up. Let's get to your sound of the day today. Stewie Skins. Stewie Skins shut it down again.
He's a winner. Stuart Skinner. Get on your feet. He can't be beat. He's a winner. Stuart Skinner. Oh, what a treat. Get out your seat. The haters went silent. They've got nothing to say. Real fans are on their feet applauding his play. He's locking it down between the pipes. He's just shutting the door every night. Other teams, they don't know what to do. So say it with me. His name is Stu. He's a winner. Stuart Skinner. He's a winner. Stuart Skinner. Other teams, they don't know what to do. So say it with me. His name is Stu. He's a winner. Stuart Skinner. Who's a winner?
Stuart Skinner. He's a winner. Oh, it's a good one. Text of the day today for A&W Steakhouse Teen Burgers. There are things you see. Tina apologize.
I did, yeah.
Tina's the best.
She can be excused.
Yeah, don't worry
on
about
that. Yeah.
Yeah, Tina's like, sorry, I was having car trouble. I couldn't get the Steakhouse Teen Burgers over to us. And they've been rushed. They've been crushed, and they're almost running out of supplies.
There's no more for us.
They're almost
That's
running out of
pretty much,
supplies.
yeah.
That's how good these things have been. If they still have supplies, Steakhouse Teen Burgers, absolutely delicious from bun to bun. It's loaded with steakhouse flavors, unlike any you've had before. It's got a bacon jam that's sweet and smoky, a peppercorn aioli that's creamy and savory. Try the Steakhouse Teen Burger for a limited time at A&W, Canada's original burger chain since 1956. Text of the day today comes in from Tim from Pro Hockey Life.
Outstanding text.
Zach Hyman, I'm hit. Knobloch, my son.
Why? What makes it so funny? Like
I don't know.
It
It's
could be
just
a very tragic event, and then if you throw those phrases, in, you're like, it's kind of funny.
just and Marsh is okay. In case you were wondering.
Yeah, the original story was
he
ball last
he
night.
took a ball off his glove into his glasses. I've been there as a nerd myself. Jammed his glasses into his nose. Went down. Yelled out, I'm hit. I was the one rolling balls. I was like, my son. I picked him up. I told Sean, I said to Sheldon, our coach, I said, call 911. I said to the rest of the children, I said, pray for him. And then he took off his glasses. He had a little drop of blood, so I wiped it off, put his glasses back on. He got back.
But you showed him, you.
But it was nervous. Yeah, I did. I showed him. I guess my hands are washed. But yeah, I said, you're bleeding because of baseball. So proud.
You both started crying.
Daddy, hold me. Hold me.
Round of applause.
Yeah. You will cheer for the Barracuda. All right. This is a fun show today, boys. What are we watching tonight? What are you going to watch tonight? I'm prepping already for this Montreal.
I'm going to
Toronto
see a
CFL
comedian,
game.
actually, as it were.
What?
Yeah, with Jess Jackson.
What?
Yeah.
Which comedian?
I don't know.
Oh, sounds funny.
I had to practice my laugh.
Where's it at the mall?
At the comedy show. Yeah, the comedy bar in there.
Where Paul Mercurio goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be
the
fun.
place.
There's nothing like a good comedy show.
Whatever. It's a night off, hump day, like have a laugh.
Yeah, I want you to bring in his best joke and share it tomorrow on the show.
Okay. Yeah.
That could be fun. Trev, what are you watching tonight, buddy? What do you got on the
What
go?
will I be watching? I don't know.
You can watch this Florida Carolina
I'll be
game?
watching the
I'll
conference final.
Marshall has swimming tonight. Muzz has swimming this afternoon, so day in the pool for the Nielsen kids.
Nice.
But
good day to swim.
Yeah, it is. He did say, Marshall says, I do like swimming. He said that last night because I said, he said, did I swim last week? I said, no, he had baseball or he had hockey or something. He goes, I like swimming more.
Oh.
And it's good.
It's good to get out there.
Yeah.
I love
really
swimming
is.
too.
All right, I'll be back with the Lock Shop at 11. Turn on autoplay. If you're watching on YouTube today, turn on autoplay. That'll take you right over to what will be a loaded hangout. Tommy, how long are those shorts today, buddy? Are they the same as last time's shorts? Oh, God. You might get to see Tommy's butt cheeks again on the hangout today. I'll be back with the Lock Shop 11 for YouTube, Trev, and Lieutenant Eric. I'm Dustin Nielsen. Our thoughts are with you, Zach Hyman. Get well soon. We want you to get well. Take it easy.